K-Storm, I'm chasing the crowd. Why knuckle tight through turn 3? Don't blink, don't slide, just follow me. Flaming karma, burn it down. Flaming karma, Sunday night all around. Motor Mouth broadcasting. Call that a race, let it fly. Hold that line and let it ride. Flaming karma. Here we go, here we go. ARCA first, then the trucks roll through. Doubleheader heat on a blacked out fuel. Draft gets nasty, bump gets mean. Paint gets traded on the final straight scene. Names on the board, I know mine too. Every lap says what a hot shoe do. Motor Mouth talking through the checkered haze, making that finish sound like a glory blaze. No room left, no time to breathe. Hammer down and never leave. Flaming karma, burn it down. Flaming karma, Sunday night all around. Motor Mouth broadcasting. Call that a race, let it fly. Hold that line and let it ride. Flaming karma. Here we go, here we go. When the truck pack closes in, I dig deep and hold my grin. One more lap, one more fight. Keep that rhythm through the night. Flaming karma, burn it down. Flaming karma, Sunday night all around. Motor Mouth broadcasting. Call that a race, let it fly. Hold that line and let it ride. Flaming karma. Here we go. Ah, flaming karma. Here we go. Oh, ARCA smoking, truck stop thunder. Sunday nights I pull you under. Flaming karma, full send glow. Motor Mouth says, let's go. Ooh, yeah.
Gentlemen, welcome to Viva Las Vegas, Week 6 for the Flaming Karma Racing League, the Doubleheader Series. ARCA starts it off as usual. We kick with the trucks later on tonight. It's going to be a good one. Jim, I've said it for the past 2 times that I've called races here at Vegas. I will say it a 3rd time, and I will mean it. Who's going to get lucky tonight? We're going to find out live here on Motor Mouth Broadcasting. Good evening, folks. I'm the redneck announcer, Jake Reeves. The boss man of Motor Mouth Broadcasting, Mr. Big Jim Cunningham, alongside co-commentating and producing, getting ready for it here tonight. Jim, buddy, how the hell are you? We're getting ready to, honestly, like I was talking about, who's going to get lucky here tonight? What's going to happen here tonight at Vegas? Always a pleasure with you, buddy. Good evening.
Good to be here with you, man. Apparently I cannot get my time straight, so I'm just settling in here. So I thought we had 30 more minutes for some reason. But yeah, here we are, Las Vegas. Seems like you've been here once or twice this week, huh?
Yeah, a couple times. Matter of fact, a couple of races with the ASR guys came over here, called some racing, had the trucks as well as the O'Reilly series as well. Two nights last week, so it was a good time. All that, so got a little bit of idea of what happens here at Las Vegas. Obviously, 1.5 miles in length. If anybody has been watching here on Motor Mouth Broadcasting, they know the story. Mark Martin was the first driver to win a Cup Series race in the inaugural event here at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Talked about that for the history lesson. So if any of you is thinking about she was going to get the gold star on that one, we've already went through that. We've already straightened that out. We've already done that. So you ain't got to worry about that part. But I mean, Vegas is a cool little place right here. I mean, Jim, a lot of speed can be run here. 1 and 2 gets a little bit bumpy down there on the bottom of the racetrack. These guys got to have to watch out for that here tonight. 3 and 4 is kind of the one where you can kind of hold it wide open and pray. Usually that's what happens when a lot of these guys, they really try to test their luck, so to speak, when they roll through there. Real quick, want to shout out to each and every one of you that's in the live chat, hollering at us here tonight and watching live on Motormouth Broadcasted. You missed out on the Popo last night. Good job. You didn't get busted. You didn't get a DUI. You listened. You paid attention. And you didn't shoot your buddies with fireworks. Unless you did. I mean, by all means, let us know how it turned out in the live chat. Jim, how was your 4th? Did you see some fireworks?
Man, I tell you what. So I just moved, of course. So now I live in Florida. And I have to say, I grew up shooting fireworks. Back when I used to have a respectable job that paid decent money. I even put on one hell of a fireworks show one year at my house. I'm going to tell you right now, I have never heard fireworks like I heard last night. If you've ever been to one of those big city shows where, you'll go to your city and you'll watch the fireworks show, or maybe one of those 15, 20-minute shows at Disney World or something like that where they're just going off like crazy. So it was pretty much like that around my house last night for about 6 hours. And the only difference was it didn't come from just one direction. It came from everywhere. I have never heard so many loud fireworks in my life as I did last night.
It's like a war zone, apparently.
It was, I'm serious. It's like nothing I've been around a long time, and I've been to a lot of fireworks shows. I've never heard nothing like this. It was insane. I must have the richest neighbors, or every one of them must be related to a fireworks stand owner, because it was unbelievable.
Wow. That's crazy.
The worst part is I got a dog who's scared of fireworks.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, a lot of dogs are scared of fireworks a lot of times off of that. My dog, obviously, when I lived with my dad, I think he's gotten to where he's been around a little while. He knows kind of what's going on when fireworks pop off. He just kind of goes with it. But we actually got, the very first time, got with little man, we got to watch some fireworks last night. He enjoyed it. He very much did enjoy it until the end. Obviously, that's when they shoot off about $20,000 worth of fireworks at one time. Probably.
That was my neighborhood.
Wow, just that much at one time. I mean, everybody
it was insane, dude. I'm telling you, it was literally like going to one of those city fireworks shows for 6 hours straight. I'm not even exaggerating. Yeah, I'm serious as a heart attack.
Oh, wow. Well, he enjoyed it. He liked to see the pretty colors of the fireworks and everything. And when everything kind of popped off, he was like, okay, I've had enough of this. I'm ready to get the hell out of here. Well, it's his first time. He'll be 1 year old, matter of fact, Tuesday. So, pretty cool deal out of that as well. Getting ready to slide on up there to the aquarium, let him see some fish and all kinds of cool stuff. And, Jim, real quick, I know we're getting warmed up as we see guys out here. Shane Hatfield going out here. He's got the fastest lap right now in this warm-up session, 29.777. believe it or not, 777 at the end of it. You can't make this up. But
Vegas.
no kidding. Here's the funny thing about this also, Jim. I don't know if I told you about this or not, but we're actually going to get him a bear at the Build-A-Bear workshop, and they got him like this, where it is however old. It's a birthday bear.
Right.
However old he is, that's how much you pay for the bear.
Oh.
He's going to be one, so we pay $1 for a bear. So you can't beat that deal. That's one of the best deals, I guess. That's one of the best deals I'm probably going to see this whole 4th of July, to be honest with you, this whole week.
Yeah, probably so. That may be the best deal you ever see ever. $1 for a Build-A-Bear, that's pretty good.
Yeah, you ain't going to get no dollar beer.
Plus,
well, actually, you would, but you would have actually. Well, at the minor league game right down the street, I think they had dollar beers going on, and I am so sad that I was not there for that. Well, I don't know what kind of beer it was. It could have been some kind of beer off the wall. It could have been actual Michelob Ultra, but I don't know. I mean, I didn't go, and I'm sad that I didn't go. I wished I would have went, but I know that I would have had to have a driver with $1 beer. You can get a pretty good buzz for $12 right out of that right there. Pop you down 12 beers, and you'll be ready to rock and roll.
Back when that's like we used to go out when I was a teenager. We'd go out drinking, and they either had 50-cent kamikazes. You could just get hammered for $5, or they used to have drinking with Lincoln. $5, all you could drink, well drinks.
Dear God.
Yeah, it was great.
Lord, that's already giving me a hangover just thinking about it.
Yes, of course it is. Hey, we got a grid going on. Look at there.
Yes, sir. Everybody out there with your hangovers, if you're still partying, let us know what you're doing in the live chat as we're getting ready. We've got the grid lined up for you here this evening. Give you the race details and all that good stuff right here. Just a little bit. Here we go. Steven Linder be starting on the pole here tonight. Dustin Dory. That's a new name. Haven't seen that one. Obviously, Flaming Karma also still recruiting with these guys, so be sure to holler at Gerald Poole. Get yourself lined up if you want to join. That's your front row here tonight. Andrew Cowart, 556 area code with Flaming Karma. 50 St. G, obviously with the Fallout colors. Timothy St. Jean been on a pretty good little run here lately. Watch out for that 81. May roll the dice and make something happen here tonight. Warp time, Ryan Warp. He'll be rolling off from P5 with Andrew Schuler. Schuler was looking pretty good as well in that warm-up session in practice. Watch out for them back there in row 3. Russ Martin Jr. obviously looking pretty good, trying to keep up there with that point lead. And John Schmatz will be right there beside him in row number 4. And rounding out the top 10, Timothy Miller Sr., Joseph Conan. That's going to be 9th and 10th, respectively. 11th and 12th, Gerard Essenberg, Gerald Poole, Joseph Essenberg right there as well, right there behind them.
Had to give the boss a second's worth of TV coverage.
There you go. Yeah, got to make sure he gets a little bit of love out of this. Joseph Essenberg, Shane Hatfield back there, row 7, row 8. That's where you're going to find Mike Burgess and Nicole Crystal and John Wyatt. The rump sticker, man himself, will be back there in 17th position, getting ready to rock and roll it, line it up, and get gone here tonight. ARCA race, obviously going to be 60 laps. That's what they got. No stages, any of that good stuff. The dude got a faster pair as usual. 24 laps, give or take, on a fuel tank with 4 sets of tires in the pits. And obviously the ARCA guys get the faster pair to be able to use out for them. And obviously Navy Joe Coffee going to be the big-time sponsor. Go check them out over at their website, NavyJoe.coffee. 10% with Flaming Karma. Green flag in the air. We're back at it with Flaming Karma Sunday night, my God. Linder up here at the front. Dory right beside of him on the outside of the front row. Here comes Timothy St. Jean. St. Jean trying to work his way as well. He fan out Linder. Now he gets out ahead. It's Cowart and it's Dory side by side for the second spot.
Yeah, keep an eye on Ryan Warp down there. Of course, it's a little early for him. He's got to usually has to get a lap or 2 in to get him a run built up, and then he'll go blowing by everybody. That guy he gets the best runs I've ever seen, man.
He damn sure does. They was looking 3 wide when they went into turn 3, but they thought better of it. They was going to split Linder.
They're 3 wide back there.
Now we're 3 wide back here, zooming around. Multi-groove here at Las Vegas that they can make it happen. Get the Essenbergs back there, literally with Conan down there on the bottom side, down in the cellar. Grandpappy hiding that moonshine from Granny, and I'm sure Granny probably might have took a toke off of it one night or one time last night. Probably, hopefully she didn't end up in the Hooskow neither. St. Jean, he'll go back to 3rd. Calvert gets kicked back to 4th. Up front, Linder still with the lead. Dory right there behind him. Front 4 single file. That's where you're going to find Ryan Warp and Schuler. They're going to go side by side for that 5th spot.
Yeah, Warp up on the high side there, but man, Schuler just drove it right underneath him there. Whoa, we got somebody across the infield. That ain't going to go good.
Hell no, that was Dustin Dory, the new man. Caution out. The 7 goes around, and Gerard Essenberg is involved as well. Dory trying to get it straightened out. Caution out, first time of the event, first time of the night. Essenberg looked like he had to park it down there. He may have the toe. Watch again, here is Dory. Did he get loose? Looks like odds are he probably snapped loose or he slid up and hit the wall. Yeah, he nailed the wall pretty hard. Went down, hit the grass, come back up, trying to lock it down. Damn, Essenberg nails him in the trunk or in the back end. Knocked the whole trunk up on that number 7. Essenberg hit him a ton, full speed, thinking Dory stayed out, and he didn't. Slid right up in front of him. Essenberg nowhere to go.
No, that's, well, you know what's coming.
Oh, yeah. Hide your kids, hide your wives, hide your ex-wives if they're sitting with you here tonight. Right on board with Essenberg, nowhere to go. Bam. I mean, he couldn't go high, he couldn't go low. He really didn't have a whole lot of time to make a decision.
No, that's just one of them unfortunate things.
And odds are Dory may have to take a fast repair as well. You see the whole back end caved in on the number 7. Couple of guys coming on in as well. Look like Ryan Warp coming in, Schmott's coming in, Burgess coming in, Poole, Hatfield, Crystal. All those drivers coming down pit road for service. Curious what they're going to do as far as tires right here, Jim. They might actually take the 4 tires. Then again, they may just take gas. Like Ryan Warp just went ahead and took gas, and zoomed it back out. Most of them going to take gas right here. A couple of them actually may be thinking tires. Schmotz looks like he's going to take tires. Burgess took gas. Schmotz actually took 2 tires from what it looked like.
Does look like that. That's, I mean, you know, it seems a bit early for that yet, but. And of course, your first, your top, top 9 cars stayed out. Ryan Warp is your first car that did come in and top off of gas.
They're already looking like they're ready to get doubled up, trying to get back going. It was getting hair-raising there for the minute, right there at the start with these ARCA cars. And, you know, these ARCA cars, similar a little bit to what the trucks will be like, which is what you'll see later this evening. It's going to be a whole lot of drafting. Here on a mile and a half, like it is with the trucks. Right there, pretty much about the start, maybe about the first 10, 15 laps. It's going to look like Atlanta Motor Speedway or Echo Park Speedway, however you want to look at it. It's going to be drafting 9 ways to Sunday, and everybody trying to get the runs, trying to shoot up through here, trying to make it, you know, whatever they can make happen. ARCA cars, very similar to it as well. So, going to be kind of a little super speedway kind of deal right here with everybody trying to get the runs, get the draft, try to make it happen. But don't let it fool you, folks. Don't let it fool you that once the tires fall through, it's going to be game over for these guys. They're going to have, I mean, literally, they'll be hauling the mail at 1 minute, and all of a sudden when them tires hit the brink, they're going to drop clean off a cliff, and it's going to be game over, and they're going to be slowing down big time.
Is that I was I was thinking about messing with you. I was going to go, so what'd you think of the Formula One race today, Jake?
Never watched it. I never watched it. I never watched the Formula One race. To be honest with you, I was kind of zoned in with the Atlanta Braves and the New York Mets. I was kind of zoned into that one. That was a hell of a night then, and if anybody hadn't checked it out, we'll talk about it here maybe later on in the event. But back at it after the first caution. Dory able to get back out there, 1 lap down. Gerard Essenberg, 2 down. We're back at it here tonight. Flaming Carpet Doubleheader Series, Sunday night. Back at it here at Vegas. Linder leads with Timothy St. Jean and Coward. How about this? Timothy St. Jean, I talked about it just a second ago, Jim. Watch out for that 81. Crawl out to the fallout, baby. He's trying to go for the front here off turn 4.
Yeah, he's had a good run. Excuse me. He's had a good run here lately. We've been seeing them fallout colors up front a lot.
Trying to drop a nuke bomb literally on the whole field if he can get up there and make it happen. Timothy St. Jean riding around the outside. Gets a run, and he will get clear. New race leader, 81. Timothy St. Jean slides down right in front of your pole sitter, Stephen Linder. We got some mixing up back there in the back. Miller Sr. sliding back. Caution is out. We got a spinner back in the back. Timothy Miller going around. He went into the pits already going in. Couple of others locking it down. Gerald Poole back there with Andrew Schuler as well.
Ryan Warp,
Caution out once again. Nicole Crystal weighing slow on the speedway. Damn, it happened way up at the front. Warp, nowhere to go. Gets Crystal. Crystal hard in the outside rotated wall. Knocked the whole front end off her car. As well did Warp, as well did Schuler. It happened way up the road from where they was at. And I think it might have been around the Timothy Miller, the 73, somewhere in that range. Might have been right here. It is. Watch again. Contact was made. Schuler, bam, hard on the outside rotated wall. A couple of others getting involved, and Schuler just trying to come down, trying to get the hell out of the way. And unfortunately, everybody else coming through, they get a piece of it as well. Multi-car accident bringing out the second caution of the event, and there goes some more fast repair bills.
Yeah, they're disappearing quickly. Let's see, now we've got 3 cars that have stayed out that did not pit last time or this time. I'm of the belief that you probably should have come in and got some gas at least this time around.
Yeah, I think you probably should have got at least topping it off on gas, maybe tires, maybe depended. I mean, it's 60 lap event. You damn near split it down the middle for the fuel run, 24 out of 60. So you could damn near split it down the middle for a fuel run, but you're gonna have to at least make 2 stops before it's all said and done. But Jim, you're right. I mean, these fast repairs, they're disappearing like baseballs in a home run derby. They're disappearing into the crowd. Right. That's exactly what they're disappearing quick right here with these old boys. I mean, just fast repairs going bye-bye very, very quickly. Dory's going to get back on the lead lap, was sitting in the lucky dog spot, was able to make it happen. And now Gerard Essenberg needs a couple more crashes for the number 1 machine to get himself back on the lead lap as well.
Yeah, my question is now, you got a couple on there that are not using fast repairs that are sitting in pit road. I'm assuming that they're giving up.
Well, Jim, there's a possibility. Jim, there's a possibility for these drivers and folks at home. They may not understand this. So I'll kind of explain it a little bit. When you're in the sim and you're in your car, you have the option to have your fast repair. You can check the box.
Yeah, that's true.
It has that fast repair. You don't have to check that box. You can actually go in there at the start of the race and you can uncheck that box The reason why there's some drivers, they elect to uncheck that box is because the fast repair, it kicks off like if there's a scrape on the wall or you get a door bang or something like that, it will indicate, oh, this car's got damage. So let's go ahead and the system or the computer will think, okay, you have damage, and it will clean your car of complete damage. So some of these guys might have actually sat there and went, okay, I'm going to uncheck that box. I'm going to go ahead and uncheck it because I don't want to go down pit road and get service and then maybe have a scratch on the car and the fast repair completely get wiped out. And then you're at a disadvantage if you need that fast repair later on down the road. But it's a three-way battle now for the Lucky Dog with Essenberg, Schuler, and Crystal. All of them 2 laps down. Dory got the Lucky Dog. We're back at it. Lap 13 to 60. And back at it, Timothy St. Jean, Russ Martin Jr. No pit stops so far for them. Rump shaker John White, he has yet to come down pit road as well. Everybody else has come down and got service one way or another. It's Russ Martin Jr. Oh, Jr. going after St. Jean now, going into 4.
Yeah, he's going to run down here on the apron, going to make a move on the inside of him there.
Hell of a run for Junior. Junior down to the inside, trying to see if he can make it stick with St. Jean high up on the outside, able to get the run and carry it down the backstretch, be able to get himself back up to the front. Now battle is on for third. It's Burgess and Joseph Essenberg. Conan right there behind him as well with Linder. They're battling. Linder's going to go around the outside. He'll go after Joseph Essenberg. Now Linder, the pole sitter, trying to go back up to the 4th spot. He will get clear. No, he will not. Essenberg back down to the inside. Here comes Gerard Essenberg trying to battle back as hard as he can and at least be in the Lucky Dog spot, or maybe, Jim, if he's lucky, flip-flop up here, get past St. Jean, get 1 lap down, caution come out, it's a twofer, he get his lap back plus the Lucky Dog and get back on the lead lap. I think that's what Gerard Essenberg's thinking right now.
That ain't no way to do it.
Wow. Got into Conan. Conan bouncing it off the wall, coming down into him, Jim.
Yeah, big time. I mean, he bounced off the wall hard there.
Very hard impact right there for Conan, bouncing it off the outside rotated wall, coming back down the track. Gerard Essenberg, having to back away and give way to the top 5 as you see him shooting down through, top 6 with Conan jumping into this battle. Here we go, Junior back down to the inside. St. Jean just don't want to give it up. Does not want to give it up. Still around the outside. 81 back up to the front. Russ Martin Jr. going to have to figure out a different way to get around this 81. 81, 91 battling for the lead. Mike Burgess got a front row seat. But no, Linder down to the inside. Linder wants that front row seat of this battle for the lead.
Yeah, Martin is, well, they're running strong up there, man. I don't know. I question whether or not getting gas. They're 10 laps behind or 12 laps behind on fuel to everyone else in the race. If this thing goes long and green, that could end up biting them pretty hard.
Yeah, it may end up biting them in a bad way out of this. Front 2, St. Jean and Martin Jr. Mike Burgess, he's got a little bit better fuel mileage. Obviously, he put it on lap 5 last time. It ain't a whole lot. And then you got Essenberg and others behind him. All of them went in on lap 10 after that last caution that we had. But St. Jean and Martin, they've been able to kind of save a little bit of gas here under these cautions. So maybe stretch it out just a little bit. Maybe stretch it to possibly go another 10 laps if they can do it. That will be the big factor if St. Jean and Martin can do that. Because if they can, Jim, and they can go to 30, then they're sitting in the catbird seat if this damn thing goes green all the way, because then they can go all the way to 60. Doubt it, really. I mean, 24, you're still looking at it, but try to stretch it as long as you can, and then make that last pit stop to where you don't even need a whole lot of gas. You can just go in, get gas, and get on out of there.
Well, these guys that pitted on lap 10, they're going to be able to pit comfortably and make it on one stop from here.
Absolutely. And that's a good spot for them. That's Bert Linder, obviously Cowart, Coated up here as well.
Warp.
Yeah, Warp as well. Even Miller Sr. in a good spot, as well as Gerald Poole as well. Dory kind of at a spot where he might want a caution to pop out sometime, somehow, help himself out as well. And Essenberg's still waiting on that lucky dog. Now we're kind of starting to see just a little bit, not a whole lot, but a little bit, to where everybody's kind of starting to get a little bit spread out. Everybody kind of right there on somebody's door. They're still racing it out and popping about 3/10 slower than what their fastest lap is, which is normal for these guys. Obviously, tire wear is starting to come in and play a little bit of a factor here with these guys, with St. Jean still leading as they hit the line right here with 23 laps on the board of 60 here tonight.
Yeah, they, excuse me, my allergies are killing me. Yeah, they're starting to spread out a little bit here. But again, I think this is lending itself to a little bit of a longer green flag run, which again, like I said, I think is going to cause these guys up front some problems.
Jim, I will say this, and I hope we don't get no trouble for this, but if your allergies kick it in, get you some Claritin D. Just don't mix Adderall with it. You knew where I was going with that. But anyway, St. Jean up here leading it and getting a little bit of a gap right here. Damn near pushing half a second right here over Russ Martin Jr. Mike Burgess sitting in the third spot. He's actually jumped up on the back door. Martin Jr. now. So battle's on for second. St. Jean trying to get up on out of here. And Linder to the pole sitter trying to slide up here and mix it up as well. Hard Charger, yeah, right there. Mountain Dew colors, 82. Mike Burgess up 12 spots from where he started at. Burgess putting it on him right now and trying to make it happen. Biggest movers, there you see it. Burgess, Essenberg, Rumpshaker White. Russ Martin Jr., he's up 5 spots as well from where he started up in the second spot. And Timothy Miller Sr. up 4 spots as well. Now St. Jean, he's up there as well. I mean, just a whole lot of moving around right here on the leaderboard as John White jumps down pit road to make a pit stop.
See, still, yeah, well, he didn't pit, so this is, yeah. And you got to believe that Martin and St. Jean are going to be coming soon. Maybe 4 or 5 more laps at the most.
If they can go that distance.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see how much they saved during those caution flags, but it can't be any more than that.
If they can stretch it another 4 laps, Jim, I mean, that's going to help them out. But still, even with that 24 laps that these guys has got on a tank of gas, is still going to put them in a bad spot. To be able to try to make it on one stop. It's going to be very, very hard for St. Jean and Martin to make it happen. So far, still out there, lap 28 on the board. With St. Jean still leading, Russ Martin Jr. sitting in second. Burgess now getting the challenge from Linder. Here's the boss man. Give him a little bit of TV time, Jim. I'm all for it. Gerald Poole up here in the 9th spot. He's up 3 spots from where he started. He pitted with all with the most of the group on that lap 10 area. That's when he pitted. He pitted around that lap 10 mark, so he'll be good to go to make a pit stop. It's St. Jean, Timothy St. Jean coming down pit road this time by.
There it is.
So he is going to come down. There's what it is. And Russ Martin Jr. is still out there on the racetrack. He is yet to come down. I would expect him to come down this time by, or will he be able to? Linder down on the inside. A little bit of door banging right there between the 91 and the 88. Russ Martin Jr. may be hollering at him. I'm fixing to get down. I'm fixing to make a pit stop and let him know that's exactly what it looks like. Here comes a 73. Miller Sr. around the outside, high side, tickler line as Martin Jr. coming down pit road.
Yeah, well, now we're going to see what happens here. Now this thing's got to go green for those guys to work it out, It's still going to hurt them on the doing this in one stop, but I think now you're going to really see the rest of this field here has got a fairly significant advantage now.
And St. Jean now, he is one lap down, obviously, to the leaders. Is Lender down to the inside. Martin Jr. will go a lap down now as he is just now coming off of pit road. Lender will get back exactly where he started at, back up at the front. Miller Sr. up 7. Burgess up 12. Joseph Essenberg up 9 spots. All of them right here in this little bitty pack right here following the white 88. Around the virtual Las Vegas Motor Speedway, Burgess once again the biggest mover with Essenberg, Miller Sr., the front 3 hard chargers going for it. But Burgess right now got it locked up by a landslide at this point. As Burgess and Joseph Essenberg, both of these guys, the biggest movers, both of them, is Essenberg. He'll go up a spot. He'll go up 10, kick Burgess back as well. Hard charger battle still going on. As Cowart right here behind him as well.
Yeah, this battle shaping up nice. There's your S. Miller is coming in now, and I bet we're going to see, yep, I was going to say Dory as well. Those two pitted on lap 4 and 5. So Burgess is going to be the next one here that should be coming in. Should be coming in this time around, I would guess. Maybe possibly one more, but I don't think so. Oh, here he comes. Oh, he almost got run over too. Oh,
God almighty. And Cowart says, screw this, I'll go ahead as well. Wow, that right there is, woo, baby, that's got to be close right there. Tim, I mean, even with some of these guys, they can key up on the mic and let everybody know behind them, hey, heads up, I'm coming in. I'm coming into the pits. I'm getting service. You can holler at them all day long and let them know, hey, I'm coming into the pits. Don't kill me. Don't run me over. It just depends on when you're in that position, where they're at, and if, you get yourself in a tight spot like that. Cowart had somebody up on his outside, kind of hard for him to jam on the brakes and just lock it down or just jump to the right side of him and go outside and go around to pass him. Very hard instance right there, very hard way to make it happen, but Cowart was able to jump on the binders, not run him over. He figured, screw it, let's make a pit stop right there with him.
Well, to be fair, the rest of this group here, it's continued to stay green, so it won't be. The rest of this group is essentially going to start pitting right here anytime, and now they should be able to make it for sure from here.
Yeah, pretty much everybody up here inside this top 6 right here, all the way from Lindner all the way down to Hatfield, they pretty much got it. They've literally got it made right here, Jim. I mean, they pitted on 10. Nope. Looks like it's going to get a little interesting now. Caution is out. And damn, Jim, that may open the door for just about everybody to make it. A couple of them already pitted. They can save under caution as well. Oh, baby, that really flipped this race over its lid. Yes, it did.
Yep. Yeah, it's going to be interesting here. Was it Crystal that brought out the caution?
I believe so. It might have been Nicole Crystal. Yeah, locks it down right there. Damn, just locks it down, not able to get it slowed down enough. Hits the inside rotative wall, drove around backwards. That's what it was right there, Jim. Spinning it around and was backwards on the racetrack. She was in the pits, then she spun around. She was backwards to an extent on the racetrack. Brings out the caution. And that's what we're going to have. Now, this is what it's going to be the interesting part. Shane Hatfield up here at the front. Actually, no, it looks like he's got damage. So Hatfield might actually be... Something might have happened to the 48 of Shane Hatfield. He was on the lead lap. Something happened with the 48. But now you're going to see everybody that was on the lead lap. They're coming on down the racetrack. They're coming in. They're getting tires, getting gas. Some of these other guys that's back here that was a lap down might have thought I saw one of them maybe jump in, but most of them going to take the wave around.
I have
get
no
back
idea
on the lead lap right here.
What happened to Hatfield.
Essenberg tried to give him a little bump draft right here going to the pits, trying to help
fuel?
him out. Something. He may have actually stretched it too much to where he might have been out. Good possibility, Jim. He might be out of gas. Essenberg trying to give him a little bump in the rump, if you will. Try to help him out, try to get him on down pit road.
Interesting.
Steven Linder, actually, he kind of lucks up a little bit out of this. He's pole sitter. He been on 36, so he's going to be able to cycle around. I think he made a pit stop right before the caution come out and didn't go lap down, so it helped him out. So now Linder going to be able to be up here in this mix as well. Looks like it's going to be Conan and Wart on the front row that's going to be mixing it up right here for this battle right here on this restart.
Well, where is the pace car?
Race car right up there. Obviously, all these guys right here, Jim, they're the lap or the waiver rounds.
Yes.
So they're going to zoom on by right here once they hit the one to go. So everybody's going to gas up, carry on, and go around them. As you see with St. Jean going around them as well. He was one of the first on the waiver rounds with St. Jean and Burgess and Gerald Poole and Timothy Miller Sr. All these guys swapping out and coming on around. So they're going to line up right in behind Joseph Cohn and Ryan Wart be on the front row. With John Schmatz, 00, he will restart third with Joseph Essenberg restarting in fourth. And Shane Hatfield, boy, he got lucky. 48 is going to be in a good spot right here. He is going to be in the fifth spot on this restart. And Steven Linder, oh, he might actually have been up there at the front with just how this pit strategy worked out, but it didn't really pan out the way I guess he thought. He's going to be restarting sixth right here with everybody else, and Russ Martin Jr. as well, but everybody else taking the waiver out.
Yeah, so it's Ryan Warp's going to be in first there after this all shakes out. You know what we should do right here, don't you?
I know exactly where you're going with this, folks. It has been a fantastic weekend, getting ready for the new week. Everybody at home, hold your drinks up and hold your loved ones tight. We're cranking it up here tonight with the Flaming Karma Sunday Night Series. We're back at it. We're back under green. Crank it up, folks. To go for warp time. Ryan Warp up here at the front 45 Toyota. Got a Chevy and another Toyota right there behind him with the likes of Essenberg and Hatfield. Russ Martin Jr. there as well. Here's the points coming into the night. Ryan Warp with the point lead. Russ Martin Jr. sitting second. 5 points back from him. Burgess 18 points back. And Cowart and Gerald Poole, that's the top five as far as the points goes. Ryan Warp got that point lead and has held on to it, showed the warp speed, and that's where he's trying to finish out here tonight, try to gap it on out. Russ Martin Jr. now back into the fifth spot. He wants Martin Jr. to slide back a couple more spots. Jim is going to help him out if he can get this win.
Yeah, but he is at this point controlling his own fate for sure, man. He has been running up front. He's back up there with, I guess we're down to about 18 laps to go now.
18 now, 17 laps to go as Ryan Warp up here at the front, 0.2 of a second lead over Joseph Essenberg. Shane Hatfield, the 48. We saw him having to get the little bumpy bump right there on the pit road to get himself back to it, and may end up paying off for that 48 as he's sitting up there in the third spot. St. Jean, he'll slide by Linder take another spot as well. Movement going on back there behind him as well. Now Conan up there into the mix as well. He's got obviously Gerard Essenberg, who his night has just not went to the good ever since him and the Seven of Dory had their incident early on here in this event, but still trying to ride around and help the Essenberg family out any way he can to maybe get them a win. But right now, Joseph Essenberg, he's the one that's the closest to the shot to try to make it happen. Right there behind Ryan Ward, battle for the lead still going on. Half a second up the road from Shane Hatfield, sitting in the third spot.
Tell you what, it's definitely heating up towards the front up here. Russ Martin is trying to claw his way back up there to get back into contention in this thing as the laps tick away. Gerald Poole just kind of off the pace a little bit. No real incidents tonight. Just has not found that front running pace this evening. Somebody just got a hit off the wall right there.
Yeah, that was Cowart right there in the 5.56 entry. Bounces it off the wall. Jim, the interesting part out of all this is some of these guys back here, like Timothy St. Jean and even Gerald Poole, Mike Burgess, all these guys back here, remember, they had to take the wave around.
Yep.
So if you look at how their laps was when the last time they pitted, for instance, St. Jean 28, Gerald Poole 34, remember 24 laps on a fuel tank run. So maybe they're trying to save a little bit to try to be able to make it to the end on that 24 lap stint for fuel. Because obviously they didn't make that pit stop. Ryan Warp, Essenberg, Martin Jr., all these guys up here at the front, they ain't got nothing to worry about. They can full send it and they can roll with it. They ain't got nothing to worry about. All of them that was able to pit that last time around, they ain't got nothing to worry about. Those other guys that took the wave around, maybe a little bit sketchy. I mean, granted, they was able to save a little bit under caution, but still going to be a little bit sketchy, still going to be a little bit looking at that gas gauge a little bit, getting a little bit worried. That's maybe why they're maybe a little bit off the pace. Just trying to make sure they can save enough gas, try to make the end so they don't have to pit and then put themselves in a worse spot to lose more spots. And St. Jean said, screw this, I ain't saving nothing. I've tried. I'm not chancing it. I'm not going to blow it right at the end. I'm going to give myself a couple of laps and hope like hell they wreck right here in the next lap or so, try to help myself out. St. Jean coming down pit road.
Yeah, well, I think if we get another caution come out, that's really going to mix things up here. Because then you're going to see guys that have to come down and take fuel, and if they've got tires, they're going to take tires, in which case now the guys who don't pit are going to be on a big disadvantage because they're going to have 20-lap old tires out there.
Will be interesting to say the least if a caution does come out. It will literally throw this race over on its lid. Essenberg back up to the second spot. Lender now back to third. Got around Russ Martin Jr. Jr. trying to mix it up. Lender going to get a run. Will he have something for Essenberg for that second spot? All this going on. Ryan Ward trying to pull away with 9 laps to go. Coming into the night as the point leader. Trying to stretch that point lead here early on in the season. Ryan Ward gone. Warp speed is kicked in, and Lender able to get around Essenberg, but Essenberg going to fight back hard on the outside.
Yeah, this is exactly what Ryan Warp wants to see for sure. He wants to see these two cars side by side back there. And
now Essenberg going to fall back a little bit. Russ Martin Jr. slide up here. Make a little pass, make a little run. Will it work? Will it not? Essenberg outside with the run. He'll get back. Will he get clear? Yes, he will, but just by inches. Junior now going to fall back down on the inside lane. Try to get the run. Sends it. Slides up the hill. Gets a little bit tight. Can get tight over there off turn 4. That's the turn I always had the problems with. When I raced here in Vegas, I always knocked the turn 4 wall down. Me and that wall have a love-hate relationship, and it's more on the hate side, Jim. Here comes Conan, though. Conan going to mix it up as well, going around Hatfield. Hatfield. Cody goes to 5th. Hatfield back to 6th as well as they work their way coming around this time with 6 to go.
Hatfield's kind of lucky considering that situation. He needed a push to get into pit road back there. He's lucky he had a friend out there.
Luckily, they had the friends where they can help you out any way you can, Jim. As here we go, Linder, pole setter that started it here tonight, led them all to the green flag. Stephen Linder, now he's going to close in on Ryan Warp, was a 10th of a second faster that last lap, and he actually has the fastest lap of the race, 29.556. We'll see what the lap times look like as well, and also Linder with a little bit of draft right here on Ryan Warp. They're gone. Like, literally, they are gone. They got a 1.5 gap over them, and hot damn, we got a caution. Oh, Lord. Timothy Miller Sr., 73, got involved in it as well. Saw Shane Hatfield, he got a piece of it as well. Caution is out. Oh, baby, this is when you're going to see the 4 tires. You're going to see the freshies kick in right here, Jim.
So I'm trying to figure out what did happen there. Was it? Oh, that ain't right. That's the old one.
Jim, over on the right side, I was looking at the time it had scored. It looked like Timothy Miller Sr. just started dropping. And Shane Hatfield was up there in that mix as well. He was up there racing around up at the front as well. So Hatfield might have got a piece of this as well. Damn, there it is. Schmart's got in it. There. Good God! Good God! What a crash, 73.
Well, that was Miller that went for the wild ride, huh?
Yeah, he done. He done. He not coming back. He done. Do it, Jim. Hide your kids, hide your wives, hide your ex-wives. Oh, God, he's going to have nightmares after that one. Watch this. Comes down, click, bam. He can hear saliva playing in the background. Click, click, boom. That's exactly what happened to him. Hard impact goes Miller. Shamont's got a piece of it as well.
Oh, you know they played for me, huh? When I had my nightclub. Saliva.
Did they really?
Oh, yeah. I used to love Saliva, man. Then they kind of hit it with that click, click, boom song and ended up, making all the video games back in the day. That song was everywhere for a while.
Yeah, help me here. Joey Scott, lead singer? Joey Scott for Saliva, right?
I can't remember their names now. That might be
right. It was, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, they played. Yeah. They opened up for... who did I have them play with? Oh no, never mind. Never mind. I had Judas Priest play for me too, and I thought I had Saliva open up for Judas Priest, but I didn't. I had another band. You remember Days of the New?
I've heard of them.
Yeah, they were kind of a 90s, band. A lot of the members broke up and left Days of the New and went and formed a band called Incubus.
Oh, great band.
Yeah, Incubus was good, yeah. Well, so I had Days of the New play for me, and the lead singer apparently was some kind of dopehead, and he literally spent 3 hours, no exaggeration, literally spent 3 hours walking in a circle on my dance floor.
I bet he was high.
You think?
I'd say he was. I'm pretty sure I'd say he was.
He spent 3 hours walking in a circle on my dance floor. It was quite entertaining. I mean, he could sing.
I'll tell you.
But,
I'm sure he probably could.
Yeah, no, he could sing.
Well, anyway, I'll tell you what. This has got those vibes. Literally, if you want to keep it with the Saliva theme, this has literally got vibes of hearing Superstar playing right now, and somebody's wanting to be a
Saliva.
superstar. Yes, it was.
Superstar?
Yes.
That was Nickelback.
No, it wasn't.
Check. Pretty sure I'm
I will
right
after this race.
Pretty sure I'm right on that.
Live chat, holler it out right here. Saliva played Superstar. And I got a feeling somebody is going to be a superstar if they can get it done right here on this restart. Some of them stayed out. Front four stayed out. Rest of them come in and got 4 freshies. Ryan Warp with Essenberg, with Conan, they went in and got tires.
Oh, brake
mix it
check.
up. Mix it a little bit up right here as well. Russ Martin Jr., 5 points back from that from the point lead. From Ryan Warp, he gets up front. We got a spinner in the back, and the caution's back out.
Did you see what Warp did to? Did you see what Russ Martin did to Warp there at the restart?
A little brake checking a little
He
bit.
did brake check him. I'm sure he's going to say that it wasn't that he spun his tires or something like that. But I tell you what, he got a launch off of Ryan Warp there.
Yeah, he got a hell of a launch right there as well. There you see it. Actually, it might have been Dory that he brake checked right there as well. We'll check it again. Schuler goes around. Nicole Crystal, another impact for her. Just not the night that the 6 wanted here tonight. Schuler didn't want it neither, but I think it was Russ Martin Jr. That brake checked Dory right here. Watch again. Here's Dory right here.
Okay,
Right
it was Dory. Yeah.
Warped in here on the inside. Watch this right here. What happened right here? No, Dory just gasses it. He was expecting Russ Martin Jr. to go. He just didn't, but I think it actually might have worked out for him right there, Jim, because he hit him so damn hard. He knocked him clear of Linder and literally knocked him straight out there and got him clear and was able to get going right there, so it helped him out a little bit.
You're right.
But it cancels out now because the caution comes out.
Yeah, and here we are back. We're going to restack them and retry it again here. How many of these do we get an attempt at?
I believe we get 3, Jim. I could be wrong, but I believe there's 3 green-white checkers at our disposal to be able to use. I think it might have been 1. It was 1 or 3. If it is 3, then we'll pretty much put it to you like this. Obviously, we are in overtime. So pretty much what will happen, obviously, is the drivers, they'll get lined up, and they will go. Obviously, green flag drops, everybody gets doubled up, and they go. If a caution comes out, if it is more than 1, we'll re-rack them, restack them, do it again. All they got to do, like I said, Jim, get back to that white flag. Every damn one of them correct. Go into turn 1, first one back, they win it.
Now you're going to have Ryan Warp right behind Russ Martin Jr. Unless they go single file here because they just had an instant. They might be single file here because of that, but because of the 2 quick cautions back to back. We'll see.
Possibly.
But if they don't go single file, if they do go double wide, then you're going to have Martin. You're going to have Martin with Ryan Warp right behind him.
Yeah, I mean, that's going to be an interesting little tank. Pace lights, obviously, they are out.
Ryan Warp's took 2 tires. Russ Martin does not have tires. Oh,
I'd rather have 2 tires than none.
Yeah, no, I agree. At this point, for sure. You got 2 black flags there. Dory and Andrew Cowart are both showing black flags.
Got busted for something, but they coming off of pit road, got it served. Probably had to do some kind of something
served
to happen
yet.
right there. I don't know how it's going to work out for them, but obviously we're getting doubled up right here for this restart. And we'll see what happens. We'll set it up for you. Top 10, Russ Martin Jr., 5 points back from that point lead. He currently sits in the P1 spot. Steven Linder started on the pole here tonight. He'll be restarting on the outside of that front row. Ryan Warp, point leader, right in behind Russ Martin Jr. We'll restart third with Joseph Conan in fourth. Gerald Poole, good night for him if he can make it happen. The boss man starting in P5. Joseph Essenberg right beside of him. Rob Shaker, John White back up here in the middle of this as well with obviously Mike Burgess, Timothy St. Jean, and Dustin Dory Andrew Coward, the last one on the lead lap. Green flag back in the air. Russ Martin ain't got to worry about getting a kick in the keister this time, Jim. He's gone and by a long shot. Ryan Warp up to second. Linder goes back to third. Poole will go to fourth. Coden to fifth. Martin Jr. gassed it up and getting on out of here.
Yeah, I'm just coming back here to see if we were going to pick up a caution or anything. But here comes Warp Speed. He's got one of them Ryan Warp runs going on here.
Yeah, it sure does.
This one's going to be official.
It will be official. White flag bell lap. Warp tries to go to the outside. Martin Jr. tried to put the block on him. Linder throws it down on the inside. Now Warp going to try to roll this outside lane, try to get a run. Martin Jr. loving this, wanting them to race each other, wanting them to battle each other and not worry about him. Linder, one final shot, not able to do it. Warp sends it on the outside lane. Will he be able to get to the outside? They make contact. Who hits the wall at the line? Russ Martin Jr. will get the win here tonight in Vegas. First race of the night. He gets it done, and they wreck like hell behind him, literally piling up at the end of it. But when it's all said and done, Russ Martin Jr. with the win and a shower of sparks afterwards with everybody else. Martin Jr. with a win over Ryan Warp, going to close that gap for the point lead. That's what Russ Martin Jr. needed. And the 91 is victorious here tonight, Jim. What a drive. Ryan Warp, he had a shot. He tried to make it happen. I think when Linder just got side by side with him, I think it just killed everything Ryan Warp was trying to do.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, it sure brought that points championship close together, though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, those two are going to be right together after this.
Ryan Warp burning it down here on the front stretch here at Virtual Viva Las Vegas. It is going to be ecstatic about this one.
All right,
was able to hold them all off and make it work. And remember, Jim, he didn't pit that last time around. He was on a little bit older shoes than Warp.
He was, yeah.
And Etzenberg and all those guys, so it worked out for him. I think if he'd had another lap that he'd had to go around, I think he might have been screwed. Because Warp was coming on the outside, didn't work out. Once again, 65 laps total distance, damn near 100 miles. 4 green flag lead changes, 6 different leaders, 5 cautions for 15 total laps. Joseph Etzenberg did get that hard charger up 9 spots. He still ended up getting a 4th out of it, but Ryan Warp does lead the most laps, with Stephen Linder getting the fastest lap in the pole award. But 7 laps led. It'll go to Russ Martin Jr. He gets the win. Ryan Warp gets second. Stephen Linder gets third. We'll talk to those guys here in just a little bit with Joseph Etzenberg, a hard charger. He comes home with 4th. Joseph Conan will come home with 5th. The boss man Gerald Poole will get 6th, with Mike Burgess getting 7th. Timothy St. Jean thought we might see a, crawl out to the fallout kind of deal right here, but it didn't work out. He gets 8th with Dustin Dory. He started on the front row here tonight. He will finish 9th, and Andrew Coward will round out the top 10 with Rope Shaker. John White getting 11th. Shane Hatfield gets 12th. John Schmatz will get 13th with Andrew Schuler 14th. Gerard Etzenberg never really got going. Had that incident earlier with Dustin Dory. He ends up finishing 15th with the Cole Crystal in 16th. And Timothy Miller Sr. took the hardest shot I've probably seen in a long time. In my, a long time since I've been broadcasting races, hardest lick I've ever seen. Timothy Miller Sr. will finish 17th here this evening. Well, let's bring that race winner on up here. See who he shot bottle rockets at yesterday. See what he got going, because that picture right there looks like a guy that would shoot some bottle rockets at some buddies.
Oh, yeah.
I've got a good feeling. Bring him on up here. Russ Martin Jr., RMJ in the house, gets the win here at Las Vegas. Russ, buddy, congratulations on the win. Tell us about that little battle and that call to stay out with all those other guys coming in right there at the end.
Yeah, I have no idea how I held Ryan off. I mean, I had it in my head coming down. I knew I had enough fuel. And I just said, if Ryan goes down, I'm staying out for track position. And if Ryan stays out, I'm staying out because I need to at least keep him in my sights. So either way, I just said I was staying out. And I said if he was able to run me back down and get by me with tires, then fair play. But I was like, if we get some quick cautions, and we happen to get quick cautions, and and then he made the run on me, and I felt like I might have pushed him up into a bad line, but he just said he overshot the entry. And once him and Linder got side by side behind me, I'm like, holy crap, I might actually be able to pull this off.
So Ryan, Russ, I was reading the comments. Sorry, yeah, I was really concerned early with the with your tire strategy and your fuel strategy there, but in the end, you managed to make it work, man. I really thought you were going to come up short there.
Well, the thing of it is coming into the race, I had no strategy. I really didn't. Tracks like this tend to confuse me when it comes to pit strategies and stuff like that. And really, like I said, I didn't have any kind of a strategy up until that green white checker. And I just said whatever Ryan does, it will lead to where I'm going. But either way, I'm staying out. Because I said it's either track position over him with the new tires, or I'm staying right with him on the same sets of tires. So I'm like, I got to keep him in my sights at all times.
I mean, there you go. I mean, that sounds like a plan. It worked out.
Yeah, I don't know how though. Like I said, tracks like these, I struggle at. Don't really have speed at. I mean, it showed most of the night. I mean, crying out loud, my first laps led were right there at the end when I got that good start over Linder on that first on that one of the last restarts there. Yeah, like I said, I struggled most of the night trying to find speed again. So that clean air, I think, it helped.
Yep, clean air always ends up working out one way or another. Russ Martin Jr., congratulations on the win here tonight at Viva Las Vegas. Appreciate your time. Got any sponsors, any shout outs you want to thank before we let you go?
Yeah, as always, all my teammates back there at Elevated Performance. John for putting into practice with me and helping me test, and then you guys up in the booth, hell of a broadcast every week. Enjoy going back and watching them. And Gerald and all the guys here at FKRL for giving us a platform to race on.
Russ, real quick before we let you go, real quick. I said it a while ago. Jim was in here. We were talking about with that picture that you have. That is a picture of a guy that would shoot bottle rockets at his buddy. Did you shoot bottle rockets at your buddies last night?
Well, let's just say Jerry couldn't go in reverse.
Attaboy. Russ Martin Jr. coming over to win here tonight, buddy. Congratulations on the win. Appreciate your time. We'll see you at Rockingham next week.
Appreciate it, guys. Thanks a lot. See you next week.
Oh, Lord. Have you seen that video, Jim?
Yeah.
Have you seen the video we're talking about?
Yes.
That is, I thought was it Jerry or Terry? I thought it was Terry.
Oh, wow.
Try to get Terry to put it in reverse. Try to get Terry. Put it in reverse, Terry. Put it again, Terry. He ain't not able to do it anyway. Ryan Warp coming home with the P2 here tonight. Ryan, buddy, damn, I mean, you got the point lead. It's going to be a little bit tighter going into Rockingham next week, but what more could you have done to be able to get the win here tonight, sir?
Not go so high in 1 and 2. Oh, man. I had it.
Go ahead, Jake.
Well, I mean, explain that. I get it. Going a little bit high and everything else, but I mean, pretty good race. I mean, just to kind of explain it. What do you mean by a little bit? Not going to. I know what you mean, but for the fans at home, what do you mean by all that?
Well, I went up too high in 1 and 2, then it allowed Steven to get to my inside there, and I didn't get. I don't know. It made me slower through the corner. Like I went longer distance through the corner, and Russ wasn't moving up so I could get his draft either. And I don't know. That was pretty much about it. If I'd have stayed down a little closer, I wouldn't have been so far behind on exit of the corner. And I think I could have gotten him in 3 and 4. I had 2 fresher tires than them guys, but whatever. Still got second though. I mean, can't be too mad about that.
Right, obvious. Yeah, go ahead, Jim.
No, I was just saying exactly. You can't be too mad about that.
And Brian, I will ask you this real quick, but this race, it had a lot of, how would you rate this race? Because it had its crashes, it had its good long green flag run in and everything else. How would you rate this race right here with this ARCA series that you saw here tonight?
I thought it was a good race. I mean, it had like ebbs and flows, and I was in the back. I got caught up in a wreck, worked my way back up to the front. Late caution come out, jumbled things up a little more. I thought it was, I think it'll be a good watch when I go back and watch it later.
It will be a hell of a watch. I will tell you that much. Right, buddy, congratulations on the P2 here tonight, buddy. Appreciate your time. You got any sponsors and shout outs you want to thank?
Navy Joe Coffee and Alloyed Repair, Wheel Repair. I can't remember what it's called. I know they sponsor us in our league or whatever. I want to thank, I got Waffles up there. He was spotting for me and crew chiefing for me. I think he's racing in the truck race later.
Gotta love all of that. Gotta love the sponsors. Well, how about that? Ryan Ward, buddy, congratulations on the P2 here tonight. Appreciate your time. We'll see you at Rocket Dab next week, buddy.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
That was Ryan Warp. Send him on down. And Stephen Cheddar Linder. That's what it says in Discord, folks. I'm not joking with you. Stephen Linder, pole sitter here tonight, comes home with the P3 here tonight. Stephen, buddy, what more could you have done right there? I mean, I would say probably, throw Ryan Warp up into the wall, get him out of your way. That way you can worry about rust. But I mean, what more could you have done?
I think if I would have came in and maybe got some right side tires towards the end there, he kind of dived in and I stayed out. I don't know that was the right move, but I think I was suffering with some old tires, and then kind of towards the end I was forced to the bottom and I wasn't able to carry any speed down there towards the end. Had I been maybe towards the top, I may have gotten a run, but it was just very tight racing. I think the pit stop strategy probably would have done me better.
Jim, you got anything?
No, I'm just trying to get ready for the next race.
Okay, I got you. Well, I mean, Steven, obviously, track, obviously Vegas. I talked about this a while ago with just how this place is and how it drives and how bumpy it is and how it gets to your tires and everything else. I mean, the track temp and everything wasn't so crazy and everything, but I mean, how rough was it on the tires here this evening with these ARCA cars?
It seemed like it definitely. I was getting about 10, maybe 20 laps, but that first stop, I stopped and got right sides after 10 laps, so I was already feeling it by then, So you only get maybe 10, 15 before, maybe 20 before you really start noticing it, and you're gonna have to start moving around the track.
Stephen Linder started on the pole here tonight. He still gets a podium out of it. Not bad for him. Stephen, buddy, congratulations on the podium. Appreciate your time. You got any sponsors and shout outs you want to thank?
Thank you. No, just you guys, Motormouth and Flaming Karma for putting us on. It's been a lot of fun. Great race.
Stephen Linder gets Stephen Linder gets the podium here tonight, buddy. Appreciate your time. We'll see you next week.
Thanks, guys. See ya.
That was Stephen Linder gets the podium, folks. We're going to go ahead and jump on out of here. Sit tight. Stay right here. Trucks coming up right after this short break. We're back in Vegas right after this, folks. Don't go anywhere.
checkered haze, making that finish sound like a glory blaze. No room left, no time to breathe. Hammer down and never leave. Flaming karma, burn it down. Flaming karma, Sunday night all around. Motor mouth broadcasting, call that race, let it fly. Hold that line and let it ride. Flaming karma, here we go, here we go. When the truck pack closes in, I dig deep and hold my grin. One more lap, one more fight. Keep that rhythm through the night. Flaming karma, burn it down. Flaming karma, Sunday night all around. Motor mouth broadcasting, call that race, let it fly. Hold that line and let it ride. Flaming karma, here we go. Ah, flaming karma, here we go. Oh, ARCA smoking, truck stop thunder. Sunday nights I pull you under. Flaming karma, full send glow. Motor mouth says, let's go. Ooh, yeah. Boot up the rig, lock in the seat. Coffee gone cold, but the night feels sweet. Load that track, line up the grid. One more Sunday, that's how we live. Arcade wheels and truck bed steel. Hands on the wheel, man, this thing feels real. Green flag drops, hear the crowd go loud. In a Simcase storm, I'm chasing the crowd. Why knuckle tight through turn 3? Don't blink, don't slide, just follow me. Flaming karma, burn it down. Flaming karma. fly. Hold that line and let it ride. Flaming karma, here we go. Flaming karma, here we go. ARCA smoking truck stop thunder. Sunday nights I pour you under. Flaming karma, full send glow. Motor mouth says, let's go. Ooh, yeah. Boot up the rig, lock in the seat. Coffee gone cold, but the night feels sweet. Load that track, line up the grid. One more Sunday, that's how we live. Arcade wheels and truck bed steel. Hands on the wheel, man, this thing feels real. Green flag drops, hear the crowd go loud. In a Simcase storm, I'm chasing the crowd. White knuckle tight through turn 3. Don't blink, don't slide, just follow me. Flaming karma, burn it down. Flaming karma, Sunday night all around. Motor mouth broadcasting. Call that a race, let it fly. Hold that line and let it ride. Flaming karma, here we go, here we go. ARCA first, then the trucks roll through. sweet. Load that track, line up the grid. One more Sunday, that's how we live. Arcade wheels and truck bed steel. Hands on the wheel, man, this thing feels real. Green flag drops, hear the crowd go loud. In a Simcase storm, I'm chasing the crowd. Why knuckle tight through turn 3? Don't blink, don't slide, just follow me. Flaming karma, burn it down. Flaming karma, Sunday night all around. Motor mouth broadcasting, call that a race, let it fly. Hold that line and let it ride. Flaming karma, here we go, here we go. Arcade first, then the trucks roll through. Doubleheader heat on a blacked out fuel. Draft gets nasty, bump gets mean. Paint gets traded on the final straight scene. Names on the board, I know mine too. Every lap says what a hot shoe do. Motor mouth talking through the checkered haze, making that finish sound like a glory blaze. No room left, no time to breathe. Hammer down and never leave. Flaming karma, burn it down. Flaming karma, Sunday night all around. Motor mouth broadcasting, call that a race, let it fly. Hold that line and let it ride. Flaming karma, here we go, here we go. When the truck pack closes in, I dig deep and hold my grin. One more lap, one more fight. Keep that rhythm through the night. Flaming karma, burn it down. Flaming karma, Sunday night all around. Motor mouth broadcasting, call that a race, let it fly. Hold that line and let it ride. Flaming karma, here we go. Ah, flaming karma, here we go. Oh, arcade smoking, truck stop thunder. Sunday nights I pull you under. Flaming karma, full send glow. Motor mouth says, let's go.
Flaming Karma Doubleheader Series. The trucks getting ready to rock and roll here tonight. Week 6 of their campaign. And obviously, they are at Vegas, same track, obviously, where we was at with ARCA Series. Redneck announcer Jake Reeves, Big Jim Cunningham alongside co-commentating and producing. Getting ready for a gun here tonight. And Jim, buddy, I'm telling you, these trucks, these guys, every time we come out here and we watch these guys in these trucks, it always kind of turns us, it kind of turns everything over on its lid. We never know what the hell to expect. We don't know what to expect with ARCA. When we get with these trucks, we're like, whoa, like how did this happen? It seems like we say that each and every week.
I tell you what, we have been treated to some really good racing so far. I mean, you can't forget about last week. We didn't really mention it in the ARCA race, but I mean, what we saw last week was absolutely insane. That finish in that ARCA race was unbelievable, and the truck race ended up with within a couple of tenths of each other for that victory. But after the less than 1/1000th of a second separation in the ARCA race, it kind of put that one to shame.
Yeah, that'd be the only time I think the ARCA guys might have actually pulled that off. I mean, not trying to say. I mean, that's the one thing that these drivers that's the one thing that the Truck Series has got going for it. They've got to sit there and they've got to look. There's another series that is racing right before us. How can we elevate us? How can we make us be the series that everybody talks about, throughout this week here with Flaming Karma? How can we be the series that everybody talks about? We don't want them to talk about the ARCA Series, which I'm paraphrasing. Hell, for all we know, they may be thinking differently than that. But that's how it's always been with me, Jim. When I raced, for leagues, they have multiple leagues, not like this, 2 races in one night. But they have multiple races throughout the week. And you know what I'm talking about.
Sure.
Run in that particular series, you wanted everybody to think, by God, we're the series. We are the series. We're the best. And, that's kind of the tricky one when you got both these series. Now, maybe they're not thinking that way. Maybe they don't care. Maybe they're like, well, screw it. They got their own series. Let them worry about their deal and let them worry about that. But there is some drivers that are out there thinking, yeah, we want everybody to be talking about us throughout the week. And the Truck Series, they get that opportunity to watch the ARCA Series. Now, last week, they were screwed. They wasn't, it's like you said, they didn't have a chance in hell at that. But they got a chance this week, so they can bounce back. You know what I mean? They got a chance here this week to try to pull that photo finish out of their hat.
Yeah, no, and I believe, well, we're a little light on car count. I guess it's because of the 4th of July weekend. But I don't know. I got a feeling we're in for a good one here.
I think we're going to be in for a good one too. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's gonna. I think we're gonna see a little bit of a show tonight.
Yeah, and I'm looking at the times, Jim, of what these guys are running, and this is just practice. This is not the warm up. This is not the qualifying. This is practice, and these times, literally, all the way from 1st to 12th, from Michael Whiting all the way down to Corey Jones. They're a second apart. Now, That might not seem like a whole lot, folks, but I'm telling you, that's tight right there from 1st down to 12th. That is very, very tight as far as timing goes, as they actually are now transitioning from their practice session.
No, you said they were a second apart. They were a 10th of a second apart.
Oh, excuse me, a 10th apart. Now that is, that's what I meant. Yeah, that's what I meant. Hey, I missed one on that one. But yeah, that is tight. If you want to put it that way.
10th of a second. Yeah, because you had one at 30.90, and the 12th guy was at 31 flat. So just a 10th of a second.
Yeah, bear with me, folks. Let me go refill my whiskey glass. My apologies on that one, but you got Harley Barletta right here working the top side of the racetrack. Blake Viken out there with Ed Kimmel. Michael Whiting, we talked about him fastest in practice right before this. So we'll see what they can do right here. Obviously, you saw Harley Barletta keeping it up on the top of the racetrack for that very first time, going through 3 and 4 right there, Jim. You know, that obviously that's kind of that super speedway mentality to ride it up there and try to get the momentum going, then obviously keep it down in the cellar, down in the bottom side. That's what they're going to run, obviously, all the way around here for their heater lap.
Yeah, we'll see. You know, I guess you got to weigh whether or not that running that high side and wearing off the good off those tires. You know, it's kind of a goes both ways situation. Look at Richie Joplin done jumped up to the top, would you?
Yeah, damn sure did. 30.928 is what Richie Joplin has ran, but still got half the field. It's still got to run with the likes of DJ Kenner, Mark Dantuma, Alan Phillips, Vic Brown, Jeff Folks, the Batman truck. That's what I'm talking about. Let's see if Jeff can make something happen as well. We'll see what happens. Oh, Blake Viken to the top. 30.891, fastest out of all of them from practice. Nobody hit a 30.8 in practice. And hot damn, he just did. 30.891, Blake Viken to the top here in qualifying.
Yeah, that was a nice lap he strung together there. Trying to see who else we got left. There's still a few guys out there. Some of them don't look like they're going to take to the track. You have Vic Brown out there. He's the one that I see that's actually going to attempt a lap here, running that old Ryan Newman paint scheme. Man, I watched the thing on Ryan Newman this week, showing some of his old cars he has in his barns and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's got some cool stuff.
And think about this as well, Jim. Ryan Newman was very fast.
Oh, yeah.
Here at Las Vegas. Hell, he was fast anywhere he went. Obviously, with that all-tail Dodge that he ran. Matter of fact, Vic Brown is running a Dodge Ram in the field. Funny note for you, Jim, is we'll see what Vic Brown pops right here, see if he does some Ryan Newman stuff to the top. No, he does not. He will actually go to 11th on the timing. But funny and true out of this, in the ARCA race, there was one Ford that was in the field. In the Truck Series, there was one Ford that's in the field. Kenny Rayner is the Ford that's in the field. I can't remember who was driving the Ford in the ARCA Series, but I do remember seeing it on the time it had scored. But Kenny Rayner, the only one driving a Ford.
I don't know what happened, what went wrong in the world.
Oh, damn, to the top, Vic Brown, 30.861, 3/100ths of a second faster than Blake Viken. Got the power of the rocket man right there with Vic Brown. He takes it to the top.
Well, I tell you what, that's a lot like an old Ryan Newman lap right there.
And will he be able to keep it up at the front? That will be the ultimate if factor, to say the least. Obviously, I talked about this a while ago, Jim, with these trucks. It's just how much aero dependent you are, drafted, and the runs that you can get in these trucks and everything. It's eventually it goes away. You get to the point where it will go away, and then it'll get to the point where your tire wear and all that stuff comes into play.
Man, we need to park our RV up there.
That is a hell of a spot right up there.
Look at that.
Yeah, they got openings.
Yeah.
I would park my RV up there, Jim, if I had one.
Yeah, me too. I don't have one either.
But
man. If I did, tell you what, I'm going to wait till my kid becomes an engineer in NASCAR, and then I'm going to follow the tour around. I can convince my wife that we need to do that so we can say hello to our son.
Sounds like a hell of a plan. It really does.
I'm working
Sounds
on
like
it.
a
We'll
fantastic
see.
plan.
We'll see what happens. Got to convince her of that, though. That's the important part.
Well, I got about another 18 years before I can figure out how mine's going to work out. 17, actually. 17 years to figure out how my...
Yeah, but that's just to get them into college, though. You got to get them out of college. That's the problem.
Yeah, but ain't no telling what can happen. Hell, he may be getting ready to turn 18. He may be driving in NASCAR for all we know.
That's true. That is very true.
There is no telling what's going to happen out of all that. But you started to see a little bit what I was talking about right here, Jim. When you got Whiting out here as well. I believe that is DJ Kidder that was right behind him in the 32. You're starting to see some guys kind of paired up. Not like that, obviously. 17 of Radford just throws it right on the inside wall. But you're already starting to see a little bit of the pairing up of the drafting and everything like I was talking about just a second ago with Whiting and Kidder getting out there kind of drafting and kind of getting an idea of what it's going to be like. There is Jeff Oakes in number 30. Batman on the hood all the way around it. Dark Knight has risen. Obviously, he went, what was that? Bane was in that third one. That was the one. Obviously, Jeff Oakes, he don't give a damn about any of that, but I do.
Right.
But, yeah, but you know, seriously, but you're starting to see these guys, even with this warm-up session with 3 minutes left, getting out here in the draft, you see everybody, nobody really getting out there. A couple of them getting out there separate by themselves, but most of them getting out there in the draft, popping up lap times. Now we're hitting 30.7s, all that good stuff. So, yeah, that's going to be the name of the game here tonight, Jim, is getting the runs in the draft, all that good stuff. That is going to be the name of the game here this evening.
Yeah, it absolutely is. And we'll see. We're going to see how it shakes out. I'm interested. We missing a couple of names here this week. The one that makes you so happy to say he's not here this week.
Yeah, where's he at? Oh, let's see him.
Yeah, there were other people that were saying his name last week that probably weren't happy saying it.
Now, they wasn't smiling, and I don't know if that might be why Mr. Ozzy is not here this evening.
I doubt that that's the reason, but Al B. Ewan's got the Hulk livery on his truck. You saw that?
I did see that. Very nice. Very nice paint scheme, obviously, right there by Albie Hewins. See if maybe he can get the power of the Hulk, try to help him out a little bit. Get a little bit Hulkster-like. Make something happen as well here tonight. Folks, we got a lot of great sponsors, obviously, right here with Flaming Karma. And obviously, we talked about this last week with the sponsorship of Navy Joe Coffee. I mean, what a sponsorship to have. I mean, Jim, you was talking about him as well. You was talking about Navy Joe Coffee and everything that they've got going on and everything. And real quick, folks, make sure that you go to the website, get yourself hooked up with some Navy Joe Coffee. Always, because I was looking around a little bit on the website. You know, the other night, I was looking around hey, check them out. I mean, they're sponsors of the race leagues that we call it, Jim, so you got to get a little bit of idea out of it. Good stuff. NavyJoe.coffee is the website. Obviously, go and get a 10% discount. Type in Flaming Karma. Now, there's a space between Flaming and Karma.
Yes.
I don't know if there is a space or not in that code.
There is.
So don't.
There is.
There is.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Okay, because 9 times out of 10 when I see codes, you don't put spaces in them, but that might just be one of the things, obviously. But make sure that you get that lined up. Go get yourself hooked up with some coffee as well. One of the great sponsors here with Flaming Karma. Obviously, other great sponsors as well. Flaming Karma Paints. You got the Alloy Wheel Repair Specialist in Greenville, South Carolina. And obviously, Country Creations, LLC, for what they do. I mean, so many great sponsors. We'll talk a little bit about them as well, all the sponsors. And Roasted Record or a Digital Race Engineer. Jim, that's the thing that I love about this stuff is, you know, and I've said it before, is when you get sponsors that gets involved and all that good stuff, it really makes it feel like it's its own NASCAR. because you got sponsors. They put money into it, and then you got sponsors on vehicles and trucks and all that good stuff. It really makes it feel like its own NASCAR. And to be honest with you, a lot of guys start following this more than they do the real damn sport. Because to be honest with you, I ain't got a clue who's leading the Chicagoland race right now. I ain't been watching it. Not just because I've been working, but just because I care less. I mean, this is more entertaining, at least to me.
I agree. I mean, you can't argue with that, really. NASCAR's done everything they can to seem to kind of kill off the sport. It seems like at times they do, man. I mean, I'm not exaggerating.
You sound like my dad now.
Man, we were fortunate, your dad and I, to grow up during a time when, man, NASCAR was on top of its game,
Yeah, well, I caught the back end of it in the early 2000s, so I kind of got a little bit lucky with that, with the Gordon and Stewart and all that good stuff. Hey, we got a grid! Second race of the night here tonight at Vegas. How about you riding? Vic Brown be starting on the pole, number 2 Dodge Ram Alltail. Blake Beacon right beside him, number 18 Toyota on the outside of the front row. Right behind him, Michael Whiting, number 44. Will he be able to make it happen here tonight? We'll find out. Matthew Radford, the 17 Allied Chevrolet. We rolling off P4 here tonight. Row 3, Richie Joplin. See what old Richie can do. He's doing a little pretty good in their practice as well. We'll see what he can do. Also done a little good right there, qualified as well. That's where he's starting at P5. Harley Barletta rolling off from P6. Row 4, right behind them, you got to find the likes of Corey Jones and Robbie Adams. No Nicholas Olazia. I got to say it again. No teammate for him tonight, but he'll be rolling off P8. Kenny Rader, the only Ford in the field. Ned Kimmel be rolling off from P10 here tonight. Right behind them, row 6, P11, Bradley Berry, DJ Kenner. Row 6, row 7, right behind them, Albie Hewins with the Hulk and Jeff Oakes with the Batman. Right there, literally, comic book characters, literally in row 7. You can't write this stuff. Mark Dentuma, Alan Phillips, they're the 16 drivers that's ready to rock and roll here tonight at Viva Las Vegas. And it's going to be a good one, to say the least. Viva Las Vegas going 80 laps here tonight, Jim. And obviously the fuel will be 30 laps. They get 4 sets of tires. The only difference between them and ARCA, you get no faster pairs. So they wreck out. They're screwed. Here we come. Off of turn number 4. Pace car off. The final race of the night. The doubleheaders. The trucks get their turn at the 1.5 miles here tonight at Viva Las Vegas. Green flag in the air. Jim, I tell you what, let's crank it up for everybody here to start it off with the trucks. Going up into turn number 1. They work their way around, more or less. It looks like an Atlanta. I don't know why the hell I said mini Atlanta. Both of them's the same distance. Vic Brown trying to get on up on out of here. Shockley trying to hold on to second. Whiting sitting there in the 3rd spot. Beacon in 4th. And then you got Radford, Barletta, Jones. All of them going to mix it up. Right around that 5th spot. That's where all hell's breaking loose, Jim.
Yeah, it's all thick and wide back here. 2, 3 wide. Settling in, though, it looks like. I don't know. This one has a feel of a long green flag run to me. I don't know. I may be dreaming, but I don't know.
And Correction on my part. I thought it was 80 laps, so apparently it was 75 laps is what we're running here tonight. So running 75 out of it all, but still 30 laps on that fuel run with the 4 sets of tires these guys has to their advantage. And already starting to see the speeds with 30.9s. Vic Brown already hit a 30.7 already. He's the fastest man here in virtual Las Vegas. And now you're kind of starting to see a little bit of this single filing out from Vic Brown to Richie Joplin to Michael Whiting to Blake Beacon. Literally single filing on out throughout the rest of the field. Literally, you got to go all the way back to Robbie Adams back there in the 9th spot, and even 10th with Alan Phillips in the 77. And look, right behind them's where you're finally starting to see a little bit of double wide racing, so mainly single file. I think these guys just want to get out here and log some laps. They don't want to get double file, Jim. I think they just want to log some laps and see what happens.
There ain't nothing wrong with that. That's a viable plan. They want to get into this thing a little bit before they start mixing it up. I don't know what happened to Kimmel, but he is back in the pits again.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what's going on with it,
Take a
Kimmel. I
look
looked
here.
down, I saw him down there, but
Let me see. Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. Clearly something wasn't behaving right.
kind of weird to see that right there with him, but we carry on. We carry on, Jim. That's what we're doing. Obviously, carry it on with it. Working our way around. Whiting now working his way to the top of the racetrack. Well, something happened one way or another. Get Beacon down on the inside. About a third right here going on. Radford right behind him. Joplin able to scoot on by. He's up 3 spots. He's not the hard charger, though. Alan Phillips up 6th from where he started at. Dead last. He's all the way up to 10th. He's able to get up in the top 10 as you see Whiting and Beacon side by side battling for this 3rd spot.
Yeah, they're starting to decide to mix it up a little bit. They just wanted to knock the new off them tires maybe before they started mixing it up a little bit.
Good possibility. Now Whiting able to get by. Beacon will go by as well. He'll battle side by side, obviously. With Beacon, now they'll just kick right back. They'll go right back single file. They played around for a minute, Jim, and then they said, nope, we ain't going to do it. And then they go back to single file. It looked like he wanted to double wide it up, but then they didn't. So it's, I don't know. Interesting.
Just playing
to say the
around a
least.
little bit right now.
Yeah, why not?
I'm trying to repair a little software issue I have going on. Take me 1 second. But you can still talk. It's okay.
That's all right. Whiting sitting there in the 3rd spot, trying to hold on. Beacon right there behind him, lap 11 of 75. Yeah, Kimmel is still down there on the pit road. Not sure exactly what had happened to the 43, but he is still down there on pit road, kind of getting it single filed out. And you see everybody kind of down in the cellar. Nobody really want to jump up to the top side
What happens in the cellar?
and do
Jay?
really anything. Yeah, we had some moonshine from Grady. At least Grandpa does. Rumor on this one, though, Jim.
Yeah.
There is a rumor that floats around on this one that Grandmammy is not happy about that kind of stuff. She don't like that too much.
Well,
She's not real cool with Grandpa hiding that moonshine and everything else. So that's just a rumor that I've been heard or that I have heard through the grapevine.
if you watch Beverly Hillbillies, Granny's the one who made the moonshine, so there's that.
Well, it's a different area. It's a different area of that. Grandpappy hides it from Grady over here in Georgia. That over there, that's California. They do it backwards. Be honest with you, Jim. Hell, they do
Excuse
everything
me.
backwards over there in
Couldn't mute
California.
my mic in time. I apologize. I couldn't mute my mic in time.
Well, they do everything backwards over there in California, so it is.
It's
what it
not.
is.
They were from Arkansas.
Well, they really do stuff backwards over there in Arkansas.
Oh, by the way,
that's a whole different
Saliva
ballgame
did
over
sing
there.
the Superstar song. You're right.
I know.
Nickelback
Yeah,
was
I know.
Rockstar.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know, it happens. I'm old.
Well, yeah. Look, okay. It is what it is. Yeah. Good stuff. What's your favorite rock band, Jim? Just curious.
Ooh.
I've always wanted to know. What is your favorite rock band?
Oh, I mean, it depends on my mood. You know, Led Zeppelin is, you know, always right there. I mean, that was a little before my time, but you know, the stuff that I grew up with, Van Halen was huge. You know, there's a lot, man. Styx, I got a bunch. Elton John, I love Elton John. It just depends. But if I had to pick just one, I probably would pick Led Zeppelin. But I mean, just depending on the day, it can be the Eagles, it can be Styx. You know, yeah. I'm all over the place.
I mean, I'm probably I'm in that Three Doors Down area.
Well, that makes sense.
I mean, you know, yeah. I'm in that Three Doors Down area. I've always been a big fan of Three Doors Down, but you know, you throw your classic rock in there. I mean, you got to go Leonard Skinner, 38 special.
Sure,
and stuff
of course,
like that.
yeah. Well,
You know, so.
I mean, I'm a big Leonard Skinner fan, big 38 special fan, big
I don't wanna
AC/DC
get-
fan.
Oh hell yeah! Now we love AC/DC. I didn't want to say it, and I don't want to get fired, but I'm just not a big Led Zeppelin guy.
That's all right.
That's just me. That's just me. So I didn't want to say nothing. I didn't want to get
You know,
fired.
everybody can't have good taste. You know, that's okay.
So Viva Las Vegas out here tonight. Obviously, Vic Brown's still with the lead. A little bit better at a half a second gap right now over Michael Whiting, who's still sitting in the second spot. Joplin back a little piece as well that you see right there on the screen. He's not too far back. If anything, he's right up his tailpipes. If anything.
Well, he was in second
behind
there a
him-
minute ago.
Yeah, he was, and Whiting was able to get around him. The battle I was watching was barely right there when they were shooting off into one. This right here. Good Lord. Viken, Barletta, Radford, Kidder, all four of them throw a blanket over them. Barletta trying to work up on that top side. Radford down low now. They may open the door for Corey Jones to slide up here, and even Alan Phillips to have a hand in this and get up here in the mix as well. Dan Tuma not too far back as well. Front three, they're gone. Everybody else behind them, this is what the battle's for right here, and obviously for the fourth spot.
Yeah, these guys have been kind of grinding it out, swapping back and forth back here. Whereas, you know, Vic Brown's doing his thing, although they're starting to run him down up front too a little bit.
Yeah, Vic Brown still holding it down. Maybe not for long. Comes Whiting, 44, looking to the outside. 21 laps out of 75. No caution has happened so far here in this race, Jim. You basically about called that, thinking it was going to have that feeling of a green flag run, and damn it if it isn't. Whiting down to the inside. Brown up top. 44 is number one here at this point. But now Baby pulling the crossover. Brown thought about it, jumps back up top, tries to see if he can get a draft, get a run, maybe not, falls back in line. Lap 22, remember, no stages here with the trucks. And obviously, green flag pit stops is on the horizon. They are on the horizon at around lap 30 is what we're looking at. Obviously, remember, they get 4 sets of tires. So they take gas. They're taking tires. There is no way around that. We're taking tires when we get that gas.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Especially green flag situation. Absolutely. I'm just looking at the fall off here in lap times, man. About 2 seconds. good solid 2 seconds a lap.
Tim, that's what I was talking about a while ago was, right there at the start of the run, you might see about, give or take, maybe about 2, maybe 3 tenths, depending on how everybody's driving. But then eventually, it's going to drop. And damned if it did. 2 seconds on the drop as far as the fastest laps goes. And that's in the draft. That's just trying to get around this place and not hit the damn wall. That's exactly what these guys is having to deal with right here at this point in time. That lap, it's like I was talking about, Jim, around that 15 to 18, maybe 20 laps, but it fluctuates with each driver. But once it hits, bam, it goes through the damn floor. Like literally, it goes through the cellar. That's just how fast it goes. That's just how fast that time drops.
Well, to me, this is a prime place to maybe think about pitting a lap or 2 early and get those extra few seconds advantage. We've talked about the undercut in the past and seen it work. Given where they're at in this run, yep, see, I like that right there. I like that, what Beacon is doing. Who is that coming with him? Jeff Oaks. I like it. Yeah, I like this plan. You come in, you get them fresh tires, you get out there and you're 2 seconds a lap faster for a few laps. I like that.
Robbie Adams also one that elected to go in with them as well in the number 8 Dodge Ram. So 3 of them coming in, pulling the undercut at this time. They might have, damn, Jim, did you talk to them 3 before the race started? Look at this, Michael Whiting, your race leader. Here comes Whiting. He's coming into the pits as well. One other, Alan Phillips, coming in as well.
It certainly doesn't.
Jim, did you talk to these guys before we went green here tonight?
I didn't. No, they didn't ask my advice. I just got lucky. But no, I mean, it's a viable strategy. I mean, the thing is, it helps to have somebody to run with too. So the fact that nobody pitted alone there is a good thing. These old boys are going to wait. I'll tell you what, we're going to see the advantage of these new tires here. We're going to see if it works out.
You're going to immediately see lap times.
Oh, yeah.
Literally go through the roof now. You was talking about, if we was talking about lap times going through the floor, through the cellar, now you're going to see them go through the damn ceiling as fast as some of these lap times is going to be with the likes of Michael Whiting, Alan Phillips, Jeff Oaks. They're going to be rolling as far as speed. Watch this. Drivers, a couple of others coming in now as well. DJ Kenner coming in. Mark Dantoba, he just got through taking his pit stop. Jeff Oaks right here, one of those guys that are on freshies. Watch these lap times literally shoot up from those 32-second lap times. Yeah, you're damn right. 31-2, and that's no draft.
No, that's no
he's just
draft,
trying
and
to
that's
roll right
not
there.
even
That's
with
Jeff
the
Oaks,
tires
yeah.
up to full temperature yet either. So if Big Brown and them stay out, you're going to see these guys carve into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, they're going to get into it just a wee little bit. Beacon actually all by himself. He had a 31.5 that last time around. We'll see what Whiting hits when he hits the line. 31.1, Alan Phillips, 30.9. So there, right there, it tells you. And these guys up here at the front hitting 32.9s, 33 flats. So there they come. They are coming like this time. Brown. Oh, baby, Brown.
By himself.
Woo, got a little tight right there. Joplin and Barletta damn near run him over. Brown comes down. Radford comes down. It's like Corey Jones. He's already down into the pits as well. Albie Hewins coming down as well. And Kenny Rayner has yet to slide on down. See what the 75 Ford decides to do as Barletta and Joplin start swapping her out a little bit.
You're going to see Joplin and Barletta lose some positions here. They're staying out too long, I think. Up here they come. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see now. Where is our top car that is pitted is Whiting.
Whiting goes right by Vic Brown, goes right by them all.
Way by
Barletta
him.
Joplin, as you mentioned. Oh, yeah, by a huge margin. Huge margin. Over 5 seconds. Wow. And obviously, he is going to reassume the race lead. Coming up on 40 laps to go. But they still got to make another pit stop, though,
Yes.
Jim. I mean, you
Yes.
still got to make that next pit stop. What's going to be the key factor?
Look at
is
Jeff
granted-
Oaks all the way in second now because he pitted early.
Look at Alan Phillips.
Right.
Pitted early as well. He's up to third. He started 13 positions. Dead last was Alan Phillips when he started this damn thing. Now he's all the way up to third, just pulling that undercut. And it may work out for him pretty good because Viken and Brown's going to be the one that I'm wanting to watch, this number 2, Ram. Obviously, he was later when he went into the pits. He pitted on 30. Leaders pitted on 25. How much of that lead is he going to be able to cut into will be the deciding factor on this and how this is going to work out. He's already took out a 10th and already taken out another 10th, 2 tenths. And but I mean, he's hauling the mail. He's going a hell of a lot faster than Michael Whiting is, and Jeff Oaks and Alan Phelps. He's going a hell of a lot faster than they are right now. Damn near a half a second.
To be fair, he was the fastest truck on track anyway, though.
Yeah, true.
But he's still, at this point, almost 5 seconds behind the leader.
Yeah, but he's already a half a second faster than Michael Whiting as well. That time around as well. He's already at one point, Jim, we were sitting there talking, and it was 5.5 seconds. Guess what? Now it's 4.5 seconds. Literally, he has closed up that second. Look at this right here. Viken, he pitted on the same lap as Jeff Oaks.
Yes.
Look at what Brown is doing. Now, granted, like you said, he was the fastest truck on the racetrack at the time. He was leading at that time, too. Look at Vic Brown already closed up on the back of him right here. Watch this run. Watch the speed. This is what fresh tires will get. Either that or Brown may just think about following him. Nah, hell no. He's going to dump it down low and go around him.
Yeah, no, that was a good move. I mean, Viken was off the pace a little bit. But we'll see. We'll see how it all shakes out in the end here. I mean, obviously, Vic Brown was the fastest truck on the track. He was qualified on the pole, so, I mean, he had all the speed, so.
Able to get around Blake Viken, so now Viken will actually slide back a little bit. Brown ain't going to be able to go, but now he got around him. How's the lap time's going to kick off? Michael Whiting still with the lead. Jeff Oaks, Alan Phillips, a little battle for second. Could pop up right here with the 30 and the 77. Could mix it up a little bit, make it interesting. Vic Brown, now that gap has actually closed. I mean, it was down. It's down to 4 seconds right now, but it's not really closed it in as much as it was, a couple laps ago, Jim.
Oh, his
so
lap
that'll be
time is
interesting to
leveled
see.
back off now.
It has. We'll see right here. Michael Whiting this time by 31.6. Vic Brown, 31.4. So I like your undercut strategy right here, Jim. Hell, you probably could have won this race.
Yeah, well, that's providing I didn't put it in the wall somewhere along the way. Been known to do that a few times too, so.
Well, you would have tried to give me that strategy. Probably you would have told me, Jim, hey, hey, Jake, let's go in. Let's undercut. And then I would have tried not to throw it in the damn wall because I have been known to do that myself as well. So, see how that works out. Alan Phillips able to get around Jeff Oaks. Once again, Jim, dead last is where this man started. He is looking to possibly win this thing if he can somehow pull it off. 77, watch out for him.
I mean, he's definitely putting it together, but his lap times are still just struggling just a little bit. I mean, he did get by Oaks there, but and last time by, I mean, he was, well, I mean, I guess relatively speaking, he's par for the pack up there. There's not too many big drafts out there at this point. There's a couple, but
got Dan Toomer right there. He was able, or Vic Brown was able to get around him. That gap we were talking about with 4 seconds between Vic Brown and Michael Whiting.
Yeah, it's coming together, closing up.
Now, yeah, now it is getting pretty close to that 2-second range.
Well, Brown's now starting to get draft off of Oaks, and then it's going to be Phillips after that. You know, he's got some trucks to draft off of now. Still, you still can't argue with the Whiting strategy, though. He's got out here, he's led some laps, he's got clean air on the nose of his truck. You know, all the important things that you need.
Well, and think about it, though, Jim. I mean, you know, Michael Whiting, he makes his pit stop here in a minute, which obviously, I mean, we've already ran damn near 20 laps. Obviously, you look at it from the factor of 26. Okay,
right.
Well, then that's what he pitted. Well, he runs another 26. You're looking at 52. So he's got another 10 laps in him. Michael Whiting, if he goes by that strategy, goes in at 52 and then runs it all the way to the end of it afterwards. So he's got about another 10 laps, and by the time Vic Brown catches him, he's going back down pit road. And then he pulls another undercut and able to pull it out there. That's a possibility. If you're Michael Whiting, Jim, I mean, you can attest to this. I mean, this was the strategy you was coming up with a second ago. You're Michael Whiting, 26, didn't go 52, and drive the hell out of it. And just Vic Brown don't catch him, but not DJ Kidder. Hard in the outside wall. There went all that strategy and all that mess. Caution's out.
Man, did you see that?
That was a hell of a hit.
It was just weird, though.
He just comes down a racetrack.
I mean, and they were running side by side. It's not like he didn't know he was there.
It looked like it was Richie Joplin in the 89.
Joplin, yeah, they were running side by side.
The possibility out of this, though, Jim, you saw right there how close they was together. Possibly the side draft.
Yeah,
could have get kicked in, because Jim, I know this for a fact. I've raced before in these trucks, and the side draft of how it is, folks. When you're side drafting on somebody in that particular instance, or however you want to look at it, you can move the other driver's truck around. Literally move them so much, the air, believe it or not. I mean, I know it's a damn video game, as we got literally everybody coming down pit road this time, but with just how the air is, even virtually, one little slide, with the air, packing air on somebody like that, trying to side draft them, it can move trucks towards you. It's happened before. I've got side drafted so hard one time, my truck, I was steering it straight, and my truck just veered right into somebody, and I ended up looking like a hook myself. So maybe that's kind of what that was right there. Then again, maybe Kenner come down on him. Hell, I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of different factors out of that. But Jim, I'm putting out my point on it, because I know how it is to be side drafting. I know how it is to have your wheel held straight and your damn truck start going, a different way.
Yeah, oh, no doubt. Yeah, I don't know. That was a little strange either way, though. I'm sure there might have been some side draft involved in that, but it was the hard kick that got me. If you watch, there was a... Right, it was, I don't know, it was just kind of strange the way that went down. I don't know. Good thing we don't have to make those decisions.
No, that would be a Gerald Poole decision.
Yes, actually, it is definitely a Gerald Poole decision.
Yep. God bless him, because I got to tell you, that's a hell of a decision.
Somebody put in there that Guns N' Roses' Appetite for Destruction will forever be the greatest album. I mean, I don't know, but that was a good album, but I don't know if I would say that. But, everybody has their own opinions for sure. No, I mean, I like Guns N' Roses, but I don't know that I'm chalking them up as the best album ever.
Everybody in the live chat, let us know what your favorite rock album is, and give Jim, and that way Jim can give you an opinion on what he thinks about it.
Right, I'll tell you if you're right or wrong or not. That's right.
Look. If we're going to go with best rock albums, yeah, everybody can say what they want to. I've loved the album ever since I was a kid. It's just me. You got to go with the whole album of AC/DC's Back in Black.
I mean, you'd be hard to argue that point for sure.
I'm not saying that is the greatest album, but in my opinion, I think it is because you got too many damn hits on there. That, and I loved it ever since I was 6. Here we go, 20 laps to go. Now make it 19 laps to go when they hit the line. Michael Whiting, boy, he had a hell of a strategy playing out. Now he's up here. He's got to hold it off. Rick Brown up on his outside. Alan Phillips
more like
there as
29 laps to go.
Is it?
Yeah.
Close enough. Caution's out. I'm off my game. I'm off now, Jim. Shit. Caution's out. I ain't got a clue what it was. Beacon. Blake Beacon?
Yeah, Beacon.
18. Let's see what happened to him. He was up there in this mix.
I don't know.
Oh, he's got turned. Barletta got him?
Oh,
God.
He destroyed the Hulk there.
Mm-hmm.
So did he get spun? Let's see. Where's he at here?
Let's see. Barletta gets a run right here.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Well.
Well, now you changing your vote? What? Let's look at it one more time.
I think that's a racing incident, if you want my honest opinion, Tim. Honestly, I mean
I go with that.
An aggressive move. Yeah. I mean, Barletta made a very aggressive move to come down the racetrack like that. He went, very aggressive right there on the restarts. It is something that you see a lot of times on these mile and a halves with guys making moves like that, where they get a run on the restart and then they see a hole, somebody misses a shift or something like that to get a better start, and they try to drive it down on the inside. Here's the problem. When you make that move, 50-50 time, it don't work out because the guy that you're trying to make the pass, it catches them off guard because it's just so damn quick. When you're going into the corner, you just bam, you're there, and they're coming down trying to enter the corner on the bottom of the ratrack.
Well, it sounded like you were describing me there.
They are.
Yeah. So quick. That's what I thought you were describing me there for a second. I used to be quick one time.
I don't know where to go with that.
Before they had air conditioning, I don't know. I don't know either.
Oh, well,
you okay? You good? Hey, there it is. What?
I don't know. I kind of got me. You do stuff like that right there, and I ain't got a clue on what to say on it. You got me all kerfluffled at this point.
Is that what happened? You got kerfluffled?
Oh, yeah. But in all seriousness, though, Jim, and I mean, in all seriousness, yeah, I mean, you got two guys going for the same spot. When you make an aggressive move like that, something's going to happen. 50-50 it works out, 50-50 it don't. And that's, at least in my opinion, that's what happened right there. It's just a bad spot going into the corner right there. You make a move, you think you're good. Barletta probably thought he was good. But yeah, it just didn't work out. It's just one of those iffy deals. Like I said, it's a racing incident. I don't think anybody done anything wrong. I think it was just somebody made a move and it just didn't work out. That's about all you can say about it. So we'll get back at it. Apparently with not under 20 to go. It's going to be a little bit more than that, obviously, but we'll see what we can come up with right here. Obviously going to 75, so it's going to be 26 laps to go when we take the green flag here tonight. Obviously, folks, hit the like, hit the subscribe, keep up with everything going on, Motormouth Broadcasting, keep up with it all. If you're just joining us, if you wasn't here for the ARCA Series race earlier tonight, as we are going back green, it was a good one here tonight with Russ Martin Jr. getting the win. Ryan Warp second. As tight as those points is, it's going to be interesting to see how all of that plays out. Michael Whiting back up here at the front. Vic Brown up to second now. Still holding down there. Mark Dantoma looks down. He looks for a shot. Tries to make something happen. Alan Phillips around the outside. Will he be able to make it work? Brown looks down to the inside. Whiting kind of running a little bit high. Brown may get a run. He may get a shot at it. Bradley Berry sliding on back a couple of spots as well. Up front, it is still Whiting. Brown second. Phillips third. Radford gets around Dantoma. Maybe, maybe not. Here comes Vic Brown. The Rocket Man down to the inside. Dodge Ram number 2 All-Tail takes it back to the point. Led him at the start of the race. He's up front. Here comes Vic Brown. He's going to lead him off of turn 4.
Good run there with Vic Brown there. He made a nice hard charge.
Hell of a charge by Vic Brown to able to get back up there.
Ooh, look at that 77 Phillips dancing around down there, man. That thing was walking on the edge on that white line down there.
Gonna talk about rock bands. How about Aerosmith? He was living on the edge right there. The
That's
77
right.
was able to hold on to it, to say the least, but still gotta be a little bit iffy for some of these guys behind him, like Radford, Dantuma, Joplin, Oaks, all these guys back here watching that 77 get a little bit iffy. Jim, it might have been, I mean, obviously we saw him get a little bit sideways, a little bit out of shape over here in this 1 and 2 area. That's where there's a huge bump right there going into turn 1. Bottoms the truck out. It can make you loose. It can make you tight. It can do a lot of things that bump can. Most of the time you try to drive around it, or if you're running a custom setup, you can just drive right across it if your ride height's is high enough and you ain't got nothing to worry about. But that's one of them characteristics about Vegas when you're going into turn 1. And these guys got to watch that, especially like Radford right here on the bottom side of Joplin. He hits that bump or that area where you bottom out at. Could cost him, might have cost him 3 wide. Barletta down to the inside. Oaks up top. Joplin gone from him. Others back here, Corey Jones, Bradley Berry, everybody's trying to gang up. Trying to gang up on him. They damn near door bank once again back there. Front 5 trying to get out of here. Is this a hornet's nest back here behind Richie Joplin?
It is indeed, yeah. These guys are all fighting hard for these positions back here.
And now we're at the 20 to go, Mark.
Yeah,
Now
exactly.
we are at 20 to go.
Yeah, well, I got a good Aerosmith story for you, too, if we get another break in the action.
Might be an interesting one to say the least out of that. I'm all for about Aerosmith. Those are my boys. I like Aerosmith. Real big fan of them. Michael Whiting sitting in second. Alan Phillips third. Brown now trying to check out. Got 0.3 of a second, give or take, over Michael Whiting. And Brown in a good spot right here to make this happen. He's ran the fastest lap of the race, 30.7. Not sure if he's got the most laps led. Whiting might actually have him on that one. Brown might actually have it as well with how the strategy went for the 2, staying out as long as he did. But Whiting might have got him right there in the middle of it all.
I don't know.
Obviously,
Big
that and all
Brown is the class truck of the field right now. I mean, he has been, at this point, I'm sure he would just like this thing to run on green the rest of the way.
And it's a good possibility, Jim, that it very much could. I mean, we've only had 2 cautions here this evening, and we had, basically 2 for freak accidents, really, of just how they worked out. Both of them just bad timing for some of the stuff or just bad instances. It was just racing incidents. So it's a good possibility you get everybody kind of spread out right here. You ain't going to have no caution, and Big Brown can carry on and truck on and get on out of here. So
I get it. Like keep on trucking. I get it.
Yeah. Yeah, this stuff writes its own. I mean, this stuff literally writes itself, you know.
Well, I got to pay you less than if it writes itself. I didn't even know that. I thought you did all that creative writing on your own.
Yes, I do.
Oh, you do now. Okay.
I do now.
That changed all of a sudden, didn't it? Crazy how that happens.
Yeah, it's crazy. Whiting still sitting in second. Phillips there as well. Jim, if we can,
yep.
Let's look at some points coming in tonight. We haven't really talked about the point standings of what it looks like coming in. Obviously, Harley Barletta up at that top of it. Mark Dantuma. Oh, this could be interesting. Dantuma actually up 2 spots from where Barletta is. Now that's running. Here's the interesting factor. Where's Christopher Melton? No Christopher Melton here tonight.
Nope.
19 points back from Harley Barletta. But remember, it is 4th of July weekend and all that good stuff. So the possibility that Chris Melton is not here this evening. Vic Brown, obviously, 4th in the points coming in tonight. Leading a lot of laps. Possibly going to get the win. We don't want to count our chickens before they hatch. But, sitting pretty good. Radford there with Whiting up here. Having himself a good night. Corey Jones, Joplin, Jeff Oakes, Robbie Adams as well. So they're all up here. Mixing it up, but the one that's going to really fall out of this one is Christopher Melton. But remember, Jim, these guys, they do get a drop week.
2.
So this could be that week where Christopher Melton gets on 2. That drop week.
If I'm not mistaken.
Well, then this will be one of their drop weeks, so Melton will be able to drop this week, and it'll be able to help him out.
Yeah, well, we'll see how it all shakes out in the end, The advantage to keeping your drop weeks is then you're not dropping a 0, you're just dropping your worst score. But if you miss a week, then obviously you're dropping a 0. So, that's the whole point of those drop weeks is because life sometimes gets in the way of you making every race, And
Jim, I'm all for that. To be honest with you, I'm all for leagues having drop weeks because, I mean, nobody gets an advantage out of it, to a certain extent. Nobody does.
If you can show up every week and race, then you get the advantage of not dropping zeros, and so you got to you're going to end up potentially with a higher score in the end, but it does allow for people to miss weeks and recover from it. Otherwise you pretty much couldn't recover from it.
Oh, here we go. Battle for the lead is on. Coming back this time, 10 to go. Whiting getting a run right there off of turn 2. Looks down to the inside. May bring Phillips, may bring Dantuma along. Vic Brown was leading it, not anymore. Michael Whiting in the 44. He jumps up to the front. Here comes Alan Phillips. Remember, dead last. Here he goes battling for the lead, but Whiting able to get the run off of turn 2. Phillips jumps up. Oh, Brown up into the wall. Vic Brown up into the outside rotative wall, loses a spot to Dantuma, loses a spot to Richie Joplin. Vic Brown going back to 5th.
I'm glad you ain't counting them chickens because I got news for you. They just got scrambled.
Big time got scrambled right there for Vic Brown. It was a pretty substantial hit right there on the right side. 9 laps to go now. Very, very substantial hit right there for the number 2 of Vic Brown off of turn 2. That right there. And remember, no fast repairs. If they get a caution, he can come in and try to fix it. But that wasn't a little tap on the wall. You could literally see it. He hit the wall. Even from the TV tower camera we got right here, he hit the wall so hard it rocked the damn truck. So, and you can already see he's already losing Richie Joplin and starting to fall into the clutches of Jeff Oakes and our point leader coming in tonight, Harley Barletta.
That's right, yeah. Unfortunately, Vic's losing that ground he was making up.
that's what's going to happen, Jim, obviously, with these old tires. They're starting to kick in, obviously. I mean, these guys pitted on 44. 7 to go. They're on lap 68 as of right now. So you're looking at over 20 laps on the tires. They're starting to come into play a little bit right here on how these guys is able to drive these trucks and how they're affecting the handling of these things. Starting to get a little bit tight, maybe a little bit loose. Because Dan Tuma looks down to the inside of Phillips. Phillips shuts the door on him. And Michael Whiting just saying, y'all go ahead and race it out right here with 6 to go. Y'all go ahead and race it out, and I'm going to get on out of here. Try to collect this win here tonight in Las Vegas. Try to help my case as far as those point standings goes.
Yeah, I don't think Vic Brown's going to recover from this. You know, he seems to have gathered it back up and everything, but I don't think he can walk his way back up to the front, not in 6 laps.
Now, but if a caution comes out, though, Jim, it could definitely put that 2
well,
back
I tell you
into
what,
the
I
mix.
don't even know if a caution came out. Do you come get tires? You know, I mean, I think if you're past about 6th or 7th, you do.
I think every single one of them is going to come in. If there's a caution that comes out, Jim, I think everybody comes in and gets, well, I still think they come in and get tires because fresh tires, 20 lap difference on the tires, we saw what it'll do.
No,
we saw what happened
have.
with Vic Brown running through there. So I think you come in and I think you get tires. Honestly, I think you do.
Green white checker situation, because that's about where we're about to be.
I think so. I think that would be the call, is to get the freshies and send it and go up there. But like you said, Jim, I just don't think I don't think we're going to get that opportunity. I don't think some of these guys, Vic Brown and Barletta and these guys, is going to get that opportunity to go down pit road and get that opportunity at this point. I really don't. I mean, you look at some of the laps that they were running, 31s, 30 whatevers. These guys are already running 32.7s, 32.6s, 32 and a half. Some of them have been running 33 flats. And what they're running, if you can get that opportunity to get that extra speed and get that extra grip, I think you take it. And the track temp in the ARCA race was around 70. This is 93, so it's a little bit more hotter. It's nothing crazy hot and slick or nothing, but it is a little bit hotter and it is a little bit more slippery than what it was with those ARCA cars.
It ain't going to matter.
They're going to need a caution if they want to get into it. I don't think it's going to happen, though, Jim.
No, me either. They're coming around here to take the white.
Michael Whiting coming through 3 and 4. Phillips trying to hold off Dan Toma as fast as he can. Off turn 4, coming back this time. He will take the white flag. Bell lap for Michael Whiting. Phillips trying to hold on to second as much as he can. Dan Toma back there in 3rd, trying to find a way around him. Richie Joplin still sitting in 4th. Brown just trying to hold on and wonder what could have been for the number 2 of Vic Brown here tonight. But through 3 and 4 for the final time, Michael Whiting, 44 Chevy, gonna take it all the way to the house, son. Started 3rd, he finishes 1st. Michael Whiting wins it here tonight with the Truck Series Flaming Karma Sunday Night Doubleheader. Michael Whiting wins it here tonight at Viva Las Vegas. Phillips, Dan Tuma, Joplin, and Brown finishes in the top 5. What could have been for Brown? Gonna have to go back and rethink it and may end up having some nightmares about it, but Michael Whiting's gonna be dreaming good dreams here this evening.
Yeah, that was a good run from him, man. Good, solid run. He saved his stuff on that last run till he needed it. Come on, son, burn them up. There he goes.
Burn them tires down. There he goes. He's thinking about it. Maybe try to do a Polish outlet. One way or another, he gets it around there. Michael Whiting burning it down right here on the virtual front stretch of the virtual Las Vegas Motor Speedway.
Polish victory lap. Who was that did that? You know.
It was Alan Kowicki.
Yep. Do you know that he sponsors the the automotive motorsports engineering lab, his estate at University of North Carolina, Charlotte, where my son goes. It's the Alan Kowicki Motorsports Lab, and his estate donates every year to keep it going.
Did not know that, Jim.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
you learn something new every single
And,
day.
well, you know, he was one of the first racing engineers. There was an engineer and a race car driver in NASCAR. He was one of the first. And then, of course, Ryan Newman was also one. As we wrap this thing up here. But yeah, sure enough, Alan Kowicki Motorsports Lab at the University of Charlotte, University of North Carolina, Charlotte.
I believe he was the first, if correct me if I'm wrong, I believe Alan Kowicki was the very first driver to own a race team and win the championship while owning that race team. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. I think he was the very first. It might not have been the very first one, but I know he was one of them that did that. Yeah.
Yes, definitely that. He might have been the last to do it, actually.
Might have been Tony Stewart. Anyway, we'll figure all that out when that time comes. Michael Whiting gets it done. 75 laps, 114 miles in length. 5 green flag lead changes between 3 different drivers. 2 cautions for 6 laps. There's the hard charger right there, riding the Dente. Alan Phillips with the Chili's number 77 entries, up 14 spots. Would have loved to bet all the way up to P1, be up 15 after starting dead last here tonight. Vic Brown did lead the most laps by 1 lap. Michael Whiting led 36. Brown led 37. Got him on the most laps led for the points. And also, he got the fastest lap and the pole award winner, but he wasn't able to hit the quadruple out of all of it. Michael Whiting gets the win. Alan Phillips second. Mark Dantuma with third. We'll talk to those drivers here in just a second. Richie Joplin fourth. Vic Brown wondering what could have been. He ends up finishing in P5 here tonight. Harley Barletta, good point night for him. Point leader coming in tonight, should be able to hold on to that points lead with a P6. Matthew Radford 7th. Robbie Adams gets 8th. Jeff Oakes gets 9th. And Kenny Renner, the only Ford in the field, will finish 10th. Albie Hewins, the Hulk didn't work out for his number 55 Toyota, but he will finish 11th here this evening. Or Bradley Berry in 12th. Blake Beacon will end up finishing 13th. Corey Jones 14th. DJ Kidder will finish 15th. And Ed Kibble, something amiss on the 43 Ram. He's up finishing 16th here this evening. Well, let's round them all up. Let's see what they think here tonight here at Viva Las Vegas. We'll bring in the race winner. Mr. Michael Whiting gets the win here tonight. Michael, buddy, congratulations on the win. Good little race y'all put on here tonight, buddy. Tell us about it.
Yeah, it was a good run. Clean air was huge. I followed Vic there, basically both long green flag runs, and I just figured that if I could just conserve as much as I could just by following him, then when I got the opportunity to get by him, that was the key.
Yeah.
Oh, you waiting on me?
Yeah.
I was researching our facts and figures from earlier. No, man, good run tonight. Yeah, I mean, you really played that lap to the caution well. You conserved your stuff, stayed back there, waited till Vic's tires started to go away. I don't know if you saw that or if it just all worked out about the same time. But as soon as you started to make his move, it looks like he just his tires kind of fell off on him and he drifted back there and just could not get back up to the front. So well timed on your part and well played.
Yeah, I kind of noticed it, and I didn't want to wait too long. I figured about 10 to go is about the appropriate time to go, and so he bobbled just a bit, and I took advantage of it, and away we went.
Well done. Well executed. Beautiful, perfect little run tonight for you, and certainly going to help your point standings as well.
Yeah, for sure. I'm not one that's too much into points, but I like to win.
Right. There you go.
Winning races is the best thing, I guess you could say. Michael Whiting gets the win here tonight. Buddy, congratulations on the win. Appreciate your time. You got any sponsors, any shout outs you want to thank?
Yeah, for sure. I like Brookside Equipment. They've been with me and around the Northeast, promoting and just sponsoring people for a long, long time. So for any kind of equipment needs, it's Brookside.
Michael Whiting gets the win here tonight. Michael, buddy, congratulations on the win. Appreciate your time. We'll see you at Rockingham next Sunday night.
All right. Thank you very much.
That was Michael Whiting. We'll send him down. We'll go to the second place finisher, and that is Mr. Alan Phillips. Comes home with the P2 here tonight. Alan, buddy, congratulations on the P2. Tell us about that little run. I mean, pretty good from the back all the way up to the front.
Yeah, I wish it was all the way to the front. But no, it was a lot of fun. I got into Robbie there earlier. Kind of wanted to apologize for that. I tried to chase him back out to the wall and just a little closer than I needed to be. But other than that, no, it was a lot of fun.
So, Alan, I'm curious about this. Obviously, we saw, some guys, they went out there and they qualified. You elected not to qualify, so starting back in the back of the field. I guess the question I'm wanting to ask is, why didn't you qualify? Because you got to look back on it a little bit as well. Maybe if I'd have qualified, maybe I would have had a better shot to possibly get that win here this evening.
I don't know. I've always tended to find it's easier for me to save tire long run driving through the field than trying to race for like a up front position. I don't know if it's just a mental thing where, I'm not going to overdrive for 10th, but I'll overdrive for a podium. So driving through the field on the first two runs usually doesn't hurt me too bad. I'll save tire pretty well and just pick everybody off as I'm saving tire. But
hard to argue with the man's strategy, considering he finished second and almost won the race.
Yeah.
I wish I had a little bit more right front there at the end. I didn't have much left, and I just with his clean air, I couldn't do nothing to catch Michael there at the end.
Well, clean air is worth a lot. It's certainly worth a few rounds of tread on the tire.
Yeah.
Well, all righty then. Looks like a pretty good run for him, though. Alan Phillips, you come home with a P2 here tonight. Buddy, congratulations on the run. Appreciate your time. You got any sponsors, any shout-outs you want to thank you? You better thank Chili's because they are all over your truck.
They are all over my truck. Mark joked that he was following me to Chili's and wanted to know how much longer till we got there. So, I appreciate my wife letting me sneak away for a little bit and, racing a couple nights a week. So got to shout her out and then shout out to friends and family.
Smart man.
Give a
Got
shout
the
out
wife in.
Very smart. Yeah. Very smart. Thanking the wife. Alan Phillips comes home with a P2 here tonight. Congratulations on the run, buddy. Appreciate your time. We'll see you at Rockingham next week.
Thank you.
That was Alan Phillips. We'll go to third place finisher, Mr. Dad Toma. Mark Dad Toma with the P3 here tonight. Mark, are we going to Chili's now after this bad boy? I'm just curious.
I'm hoping so. I was following him to Chili's all night, and I never got there. I'm pretty disappointed. That's false advertising.
Well, as long as you end up there before the evening's completely over, it's okay. They do stay open late.
That is true. So yeah, I'll have to ride the Dente into the midnight hour. So.
But tell us about your race, man. I mean, you're up 12 spots. Good run for you. Obviously, we talked about the points a while ago. Pretty good point for that number 57 Dodge Ram.
Yeah, this Navy Joe Coffee Company Dodge Ram just hauls anchor out there. I somehow am able to work from the back and get up at least close to the podium, and tonight was successful at it. So that was a nice run.
Are you running a particular brand of beans on your hood there, or what?
I just go with the straight full octane blend.
There you go.
Max caffeine. So
that's right. Nothing wrong with that. That's what coffee's all about. Max caffeine.
Exactly.
All righty. Mark Dad Toma coming home with the P3 here tonight. Mark, buddy, congratulations on the run. Appreciate your time. You got any sponsors, any shout outs you want to thank?
Just obviously Navy Joe Coffee Company, Holmes and Wisely Attorneys at Law, Premier Power Washing of West Michigan, and Parrot Polish.
Dan Toba coming home with the P3 here tonight. Congratulations on the run, buddy. Appreciate your time. We will see you at Rockingham.
You got it.
That was Mark. Dan Toba comes home with the P3 here tonight. And Jim, buddy, always a pleasure working with you. Always a pleasure working with the boss. Not trying to kiss tail or nothing, but seriously, I mean, it always it is a highlight every Sunday night coming in here watching this racing with you, man. Your final take on two wild ones, two good ones here tonight.
Yeah.
Saw a little bit of both on both of them.
Yeah, delivered. Both of them delivered good racing. Little surprises there at the end. A little. What else? Can't ask for much more than that, really. It was a good, solid night of racing here in the desert. Now we're heading back east, back where we should be on the East Coast.
Yeah, back over here in my neck of the woods, over in Rockingham. That's going to be a good one. Old school racing at its finest. A little short track. A little bit about the short track going on with Rockingham next Sunday night. So it should be a good one, to say the least. Vegas, hey, you got to get lucky. I mean, not necessarily lucky. You got to add the speed, but a couple of them getting lucky tonight. Russ Martin Jr. getting the win in the ARCAs, and obviously Michael Whiting gets the win here tonight with the Truck Series. So congratulations to them. And what a race we saw. What two races we saw here this evening. But, folks, that is going to do it for this broadcast. Obviously, here on Motormouth Broadcasting, got to thank all these great sponsors. I mean, so many of them. Obviously, the big one, Navy Joe Coffee Company. Go over, check them out over there on the website, navyjoe.coffee. Flamin' Space Karma. Make sure you put a space in between them. Flamin' Karma. Get 10% off on the discount on that. So go check them out, navyjoe.coffee. Alloy Wheel Repair Specialists from Greenville, South Carolina, Country Creations, LLC. Thank them very much. And obviously, Digital Race Engineer, Roasted Record for the sponsorships on what they got going on here with Motormouth. Great group of people, great sponsors. So thank you very much to the sponsors for being a part of this great channel and also of this great league. Shout out to the drivers. Man, y'all putting on some bangers. Y'all making Sunday nights good, damn good. We love it. Me and Jim love it. Obviously, the fans, we love y'all supporting this league, supporting this channel. If you haven't yet, make sure you like and subscribe, Motormouth Broadcast, and keep up with everything going on. Certainly was a blast. And Gerald Poole for allowing us to come in here, be ourselves, entertain y'all, the fans. It's always a pleasure. Like I said, on Sunday nights, it is just now heating up, and it is going to get good. For the boss man of Motormouth Broadcasting, co-commentating and producing, Mr. Big Jim Cunningham, I'm the redneck announcer, Jake Reeves. Said, as always, say, be safe, be kind, be fast. Vegas in the rearview mirror. Old school racing. Rockingham, North Carolina, North Kakalaki. It's going to be a good next Sunday night. Motormouth Broadcasting is the channel where legends are created one corner at a time, same channel. God bless y'all, and we'll see y'all next Sunday night.